Kevin smartly clicking the glacial or the high horsepower, excuse me. Thunderbolt will go into the protect and would hit Iron Treads anyway in case he hit that slot. But there are 2 turns of Trick Room left for Kevin.
There are 2 turns of Trick Room and 3 turns of grassy terrain, which means that Zamazenta will have a couple more turns to not necessarily.
Yo, can everybody hear me okay?
Around. That all being said, though, Kevin is in the driver's seat for this matchup as he can go.
Is everything back to normal?
One thing I do want to call out here is the fact that
there it goes. Took a second to get it started.
With that Rillaboom a couple turns ago.
All right, guys, let's see if it's.
Because of the risk of wide guard on that Zamazenta.
It's Tera Bug Iron Treads. We are not making
what? Tera Bug Iron Treads?
One of the most underrepresented types in all of
wow.
will help the Iron Treads take that high horsepower, resisting it.
But they get wow, he gets critted. Oh, this match is. Wow. That's. There goes Tatsuomi. That pretty much ends his chance of winning. Do you want to give me the, well, I guess yeah, boss, I had to reset my whole internet. Yeah, we had to reset the internet. YouTube ended my stream for lag, and then it was saying it was getting too much info, so I just went up and rerouted the, we have a mesh system, so I wow.
To land that against the Chi-Yu and pick up that KO.
Tatsuomi is getting slaughtered in this one.
Calorex's second knockout of the game, getting another attack boost. And here's the booster energy, aided, I should say, Thunderbolt into Zamazenta doing over half. That's the other important thing from that turn before Gabby, is that the booster energy onto Raging Bolt's special attack meant that Thunderbolt does even more.
Thank you, Yeet. We are back though, guys.
It is, and with just Zamazenta remaining on the field for Tatsuomi, I think it's time we turn our eyes towards a game number 3 here in the Juniors Finals at the World Championships.
Kevin Hahn has forced a final and decisive game 3 against his junior opponent.
All right, guys, here we go. This is it.
The winner of this match is going to leave Honolulu as the junior division.
One of these two is going to win after this battle.
I think we would agree, Gavin.
No, you'd missed the trailer. Sorry, guys. Things.
To bring, but that turn 1 was just so
we're just having issues tonight. Even my webcam looks off tonight.
Again, recognizing that the ghost type terrestrialization on that Incineroar was punished by the presence of the Chi-Yu. And when your opponent
even I'm not happy with my webcam tonight.
That gives you all the confidence you need to lock in the fire type.
What, are you getting lag again?
On that Calyrex Ice Rider. That was also an amazing play from Kevin here, where he did go for Glacial Lance despite the presence of a wide guard on the Zamazenta, correctly predicting that his opponent wouldn't go for it.
I love to see the emotion. I love to see the passion. These are the trainers that are the future of the competitive Pokemon.
That's so weird. I don't know why your phone, it's not letting you chat on your phone.
See how much they're going to grow as trainers. This is one of the toughest matches they'll face in their short lives so far, but it's going to help them progress to even better players once they make it to the Masters Division.
That being said, though, there's still only one battle separating.
All right, hold on one moment here.
From the title of junior.
Well, they're gonna get a winner here on this one.
We spent a little bit there talking about.
I want a puppy cam. I haven't seen him. Yes.
Games 1 and 2. Let's take a moment to talk about how.
Let's go ahead and do a puppy cam.
His game plan going into this game number 3.
Jeez, babe.
I didn't know it was a dog.
Really the positioning between the Raging and the Iron Treads that gave him the time he needed to get through Trick Room and ultimately win the game.
We've lost subs today. Jeez.
But to me, that means in game number 3, you can also make an adaptation. You know, maybe you assume that your opponent knows there's the Iron Treads on the field, there's a possibility for high horsepower, I'll make that switch, and then go ahead and turn that against it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
you're looking so majestic.
A really tough spot mentally.
So majestic.
There's those puppies. There you go.
You have to make every single turn. Do I swap? Do I protect? Can I stop Trick Room from
yes, I do. Thank you.
Fire Calyrex a little bit better than I did.
We'll get back over to the match here in a minute. We're just finishing. Wow, Moose getting all up in there.
More snoot.
More snoot. Have to worry. What are those options to stop the Trick Room from Tera Fire Calyrex?
There aren't that many options, unfortunately. You can try and make an incredible prediction and get damage down into that slot. If you're able to catch a fire-type terrestrialization with a high horse.
All right, guys, game on.
But instead, we're seeing a very similar lead here from Tatsuomi in game number 3.
This is for all the marbles.
That's what they come back to.
Yep, that's exactly what they came back to. All right, let's see what they're going.
And then Urshifu rapid strike next to Calyrex Ice.
Yo, Zilla, I have 4 German Shepherds. Water alarm, drink some water. Seeing you hunt is reminding me I have to go back to hunting Blacephalon. Justice for Drogo, hashtag bite my fingers. Bite them fingers.
No!
The trainer from the anime who owns a Heatran, thank you so much.
Really can comfortably go for that fire type terrestrialization once again on the Calyrex, knowing that the Chi-Yu has already been revealed.
Thank you, Zilla, much appreciated.
In some capacity this turn, since Incineroar is
all right
here to ruin its day and burn it with Will-O-Wisp. It's potentially in the back, you have to be prepared for that, but it is not on the field on turn 1. So
all right, who's going for it's currently
the other side? Kevin Hunt terrestrializing Urshifu rapid strike, getting additional damage.
All right, the water okay.
The surging strikes, they're already
surging. Yeah, this is gonna be. He's going right after Chi-Yu, right?
There's no
yep.
Anyway, in front of Chi-Yu or with Chi-Yu, that's only a 2-hit KO. You don't even
wow.
need the third surging strike.
Wow, there goes Chi-Yu right there, losing Chi-Yu. It's not looking good.
And there's the body press.
Sometimes when Dingo wants attention, he'll put his mouth on my ankle. He doesn't apply pressure though. My dogs just won't leave for a minute. They are just everywhere around me. When is the trailer? After these, during the closing ceremony.
And you also cover for the potential Rillaboom switch in that turn. Instead, Chi-Yu was just knocked out, which means we do.
Sweetie, can you refill this for me? I'm completely out.
Very threatened by this Pokemon. It is more than within a grassy glide knockout range. So, if Kevin wants to save that Urshifu for later on in this game, again, to put more pressure down onto the Zamazenta, which Tatsuomi has shown us time and time again, is very,
you know what, guys? There's just I'm not happy with my camera tonight. I must have done.
Though this seems like a great opportunity for Incineroar to take the field.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna try some here.
Would love to just switch in general in front of the grass type on Rillaboom on the other end, but of course because Rillaboom or excuse me, Urshifu's locked into.
Give me one moment, guys.
Surging strikes, it would take a tough spot, but instead he's going to use surging strikes with Urshifu. Knows that potentially this rapid strike Pokemon is not long for the rest of this match, so let me get some more critical hit damage off on the field. Bring Zamazenta down to under half of its HP remaining. So the body press will knock out Urshifu. He's done its job. He's done, essentially 1.5 times the HP bars of Tatsuomi's Pokemon. So Urshifu has put in so much work in game 3. But it's the U-turn from Rillaboom. The real question is, did Calyrex go for the stomping tantrum into Zamazenta?
We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to get that information, but we do get the reveal of Tatsuomi's final Pokemon, and once again, it is the Iron Treads taking the field.
It's Trick Room instead.
All right, we gotta brighten this up now.
The second turn of the game, Kevin is able to twist those dimensions, and
there we go. All right, we're back. We're going to the old camera at the moment.
In the back will be for Kevin.
I love this positioning from Kevin there as well.
Yeah, I'm using the old camera. For some reason, my new camera is just looking really bad tonight. And I don't know what I was doing that was making it look bad. It might just be dirty. I don't know. Can you put the cover back on that?
To get very close, if not knock it out outright.
We'll use the old camera for the rest of the night.
Commit to that Trick Room, recognizing that he might lose a Pokemon that turn.
I'm not feeling good for Tatsuomi. I'm not feeling good for him at all.
Is still around. That is still a very favorable.
Not thinking it's going well.
As the Calyrex will still be able to.
Cap, what happened? Who won? They're in their third battle, so it's 1-1.
Yeah, this Zamazenta already under half HP, so it's in a really critical position for.
I mean,
you can get
that Urshifu
with the protect as grassy terrain is here. It'll give you a little bit of HP at the end of each turn. Double protect from Kevin.
I'm usually a person who doesn't watch Pokemon Worlds, but I like it now. I'm enjoying myself.
Sets up his own trick room. He will then protect the following turn. Ironheads goes.
It really isn't looking good for the little kid, though, and I feel bad.
Body press doesn't hit.
I really wanted him to win.
No damage from anybody, only health
I was pulling for him.
And Kevin again anticipating the protect on that Iron Treads to ensure that Zamazenta can't find a knockout in this turn. Now you can fairly safely target into the Iron Treads with your Pokemon. You do still have to worry about a wide guard, and you do have to worry about the...
Cap, you wanted Kevin to win. No, I changed my mind once I said the little kid came out. Did you not hear me? Once I saw that little kid come out with his horsey plush, I totally changed who I wanted to win.
Switching out to keep itself safe. So
if you go back and look at the replay, I clearly changed my pick.
Final Pokemon in game 3 being the Incineroar. Let's see if
He never even used his Landorus.
These trick room turns are so tricky to get through when you're not the Pokemon or the trainer that takes advantage of it. Tera, Bug, Iron Treads yet again in game 3. Last time it was double targeted, so that's why it wasn't able to hang on. But he did get crit by a Booster Energy Thunderbolt from Raging Bolt. This time it goes.
There goes the Zamazenta.
And Tatsuomi has lost his restricted Pokemon in game 3. It's this just the Iron Treads.
Wow.
Steel Roller with the grassy terrain into a fire type. It does hardly anything.
It does hardly anything.
Wow.
It will also tear up the grassy terrain on the field.
Yeah, that was not a good move.
To reset that terrain and give Iron Treads access to Steel Roller once again, but you really wanted to land that attack into the Calyrex Ice Rider, which is why you terrestrialize, so you can take those.
Wow, that was.
That all being said, though, with
that was
2
bad.
turns of Trick Room remaining, Tatsuomi is on the back.
Romeo, I'm doing all right.
Access to fake out this turn.
Yeah, I was all about Kevin until I saw how cute the little kid was. Yeah, Tornado, sorry, not for...
But you have to find your way through Trick Room in order to keep an advantage and keep yourself...
I saw the little kid walk in with his little horsey plush. Yo, this kid made it to the finals. He's still walking home with a big trophy and a lot of clout.
On the field right now are not threatened by super effective damage. Draco
Meteor, that's it right there.
More than enough for the KO, and Tatsuomi losing his terrestrialized Pokemon. It's just
if he wasn't terrestrialized, if he wasn't a bug type terrestrialized, he would have been able to hold in.
Boost the damage of its grass type attacks, but with a Calyrex Ice Rider waiting in the wings,
yeah.
will it have enough in the tank to take all 3 of these KOs?
That's the forfeit, and Kevin Hahn throughout the season is
there's the forfeit.
Junior in the world, EUIC champion, NAIC champion, and now world champion.
Well, there's your world champion juniors. Man, kudos to both of them. Kudos to both of them.
Anticipate his opponent's adjustments throughout all 3 of those incredibly long games. Kevin has shown us just why he is one of the...
I really thought the little kid might pull it off.
Video game history.
Games 2 and 3.
I love how these announcers probably went to college for like journalism or something, and now they're talking about terrestrializing and type advantages. Yeah, congrats to both of them. They both earned their spots to be there, that's for sure.
And Kevin losing game 1 and coming back to win the series is so impressive.
Tatsuomi's play throughout that matchup was impressive.
I mean, he got 1 win. He definitely went further than me or anybody I know could have.
Threaten all that damage down onto the Incineroar, onto the Calyrex Ice Rider. Tatsuomi recognizing that it was definitely the Pokemon to play there, and I think I owe you a bit of humble pie, Joe Brown. As
humble pie.
We would not be seeing that bug type terrestrialization, and
so nice we saw it twice.
Yeah, it was so nice we saw it twice. So congratulations, I give that one to you.
Thank you. I tell you, let's look at the replay.
That's what did him in right off the bat. The surging strikes on Chi-Yu.
It meant that even if you Tera Ghost, Surging Strike still does a lot, right? And the follow-up attack would be able to knock it out regardless. So I think Kevin kind kind of just playing his own game. Maybe game 1 was too worried about what Tatsuyomi was doing. Instead, game 2 and 3 say, hey, what is my win condition?
Huh?
I just take
Turn up
down
the video volume.
slot. If I could Zamazenta
Turn up the
down
video
half,
volume.
Any chip damage later on will take care of it. It's better to focus on my win conditions than my opponent's.
Cap, give that kid 8 years and he'll be top tier. Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely would do better than me.
Would be making an appearance in the matchup. That all being said, though, after he saw the Chiyu in that game number 1, he was able to correctly predict that it would be making an appearance again in games 2 and games 3, and adjusted his playstyle accordingly. I had to eyeball the calculation a little bit there, but it looked like that Tera water terrestrialization on Urshifu would have.
Well, he hadn't lost a single match.
Right.
Neither of them had lost a single match and going into the finals.
We talk about in VGC at the high level that effectively it's a positive outcome no matter what, right? It was like we saw in game 2, Gabby, that turn where Rillaboom swapped in.
Oh,
well,
hey, like gold puppy cam.
From the Glacial Lands, or he doesn't swap the Rillaboom in, which I'm happy.
They're getting some cheese now, guy. Paying the cheese tax.
Tatsuyumi takes his first loss of the Kevin Hahn.
No, I'm good. No, I don't want
I
any.
didn't do nothing with it.
I don't want no cheese. Moose, move. You're facing the wrong way, baby.
You want it to be close. You want it to be very exciting, and you want to see.
How much time for the announcements? So we still got about an hour and a half till the announcements.
That's exactly what we saw from Kevin Hahn and Tatsuomi Shimanuki as well.
Yeah, I think Kevin has been
the Moose is on the loose, needs to back it up.
Moose, you already got yours? Oh, he just lost it and Khaleesi got it.
Don't worry, I have
all 3 of the
Okay,
champions
Lady.
that
Patty did get
at
to.
the international level
There's
this
Lady
season.
Bell.
So it's fun. We can go from all over the world. Essentially, you go.
There's those puppy dogs, guys. BB, would you like to do the 50 like goal?
It's got to be a great feeling.
I think so. I think so. And I also love to see trainers iterate on the same team throughout the season. I know that UIC is obviously in a different regulation, so it's not like a one-to-one comparison. But just
guys, I don't know if you heard Miss Cat, but there is a Mooses on the Loose t-shirt now on the Etsy shop as well.
Expertise, and it helps you just rely on those.
Oh yes, and decal.
When you're in these tough matchups.
BB, go ahead if you're still here. Make me a 50 like goal.
Pokemon that you like, picking a strategy that you like. Like for us, that's Trick Room. I think that's so important in building your skills to become a world champion.
All right, well, Anna is ready on the stage with our junior world champion, so let's get an interview. Anna, take it away.
All right, guys, let's go ahead while they're doing this.
Here with your champion, Kevin Hahn.
What?
Kevin, game 1 didn't go so well for you, but you were able to keep
Still no shiny, guys. Still no
collected
shiny.
and move on into those games.
Switch back over to our champion. If I use that means bite them fingers during the puppy cam. Got it, exotic.
In the time between the matches,
Yo, what up, Kevin? How's it going, buddy?
About what my opponent would do. Now, in the World Championships, I feel like
This is cool, and those kids are super talented, but I really want to see Z to A. Me
So
too.
I figured they change up their lead to Chiyu Zamazenta. So after I saw that it was Chiyu Zamazenta and I let Calyrex Incineroar, I thought next thought about what they would do. Now, they don't want to, like, so after I got Trick Room up with my fake out in Trick Room, I thought about it and
Ooh,
I
brownie.
said,
No, take a bite. It's not your
they're
piece.
not gonna stay in with their Chiyu because I can
there you
easily double up to it and knock it out.
brownie,
They'll probably
yummy.
bring in the Rillaboom. So I
brownie
played Glacial
people.
Land and it worked.
Sure did. Great thinking. Now, I know that you've done a lot
These
of training
kids
with
know
some
so
very
much
special
more about
people,
Pokemon than
especially in
me.
your family. Tell us about your training for this event.
So I
Thank
prepped
you.
a lot. I first tried to find out what my team was, and I figured that out in like 3 or 4 weeks. It was really tough, but I managed to do it. And then after that, I started preparing the matchups, which I did for the remainder. And then I worked with my coaches, Kylan Van Severin, Justin Tang, Justin Karras, and especially my brother Chris. He's the one who helped me do this tournament the most.
And I know that he's helped you through many tournaments. You have been NEIC champion, EUIC champion, now you're world champion. What are you gonna do next?
Go for senior.
Got majority of the
internationals, I
kids look
guess.
up tutorial
Sounds like a good
YouTubers.
plan.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you want to say hi to? or
Probably
thank you
exactly
to
how they
that
all
listened
learned.
already?
Charizard is
thank my
definitely
household
getting a
Discord friends,
Z Mega
my-
Evolution.
my
Definitely.
school friends, and my family.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Did he
again,
say my
Kevin. Let's hear one more time
ex-girlfriends?
for your junior world champion.
that kid really just say he wants to thank his
And don't go
ex-girlfriends?
anywhere because we have lots more in store.
Hold
for
on,
you
we
going
need to
into the
rewind.
senior division.
Yes,
Casters,
please.
back to you.
Chops, which
I want to hear who
I
he
did
said
kind
thank
of
you
remain
to.
there. And then I
Swear to
worked with
God, that kid
my
just said
coaches,
my
Brian Van
ex-girlfriends.
Severen, Justin Tang, Justin Karras, and especially my brother Chris. He's the one who helped me do this tournament the most.
And I know that he's helped you through many tournaments. You have been NEIC champion, EUIC champion, now you're world champion. What are you going to do next?
Go for senior international.
T-Rex, no, I won't.
Sounds like a good plan. Is there anyone you want to say hi to or thank you to?
All right, here's what I want to see.
I want to thank my Mousehole Discord friends, my school friends, and my family.
So my
Thank you so
school
much.
friends.
Congratulations again, Kevin. Let's hear it one more
He
time
thanked
for the
his
Junior World
Discord
Champion.
community and his school friends.
And don't go any
in regulation.
Yeah, make sure you.
He said my
jump
school
into
friend-
your
oh.
copy of Scarlet and Violet and use the code SleepTalkWorlds, and you'll
Oh,
be able to. grab
guys,
that
make sure you
trophy
grab
and
your
enjoy
mystery
months
gift
of
before that
focus
runs out. I
right
think that's
on
done
the
tonight.
upcoming regulation, like you've been saying all weekend, Sierra, after the World
Get that
Championships.
Sylveon,
Great
Hellblade.
thing for the collection all around.
Yeah, just a great Pokemon, so good stuff there. And of course, if you play both of the games, or even if you're watching, but more so play the TCG, have the opportunity to get a special illustration Pasha Runch in-game. Make sure to grab it while you can. Outburst Worlds 24.
Better grab that
Yeah, make sure
Sylveon.
to grab this one while you can. Beautiful artwork. and
It's
great
Sleep Talk.
addition
Did
for
you
the
need to see the
collection
code again? I can go
again.
back.
Now we're getting into the seniors side of
It's
things.
like Sleep Talks.
We've
Hold
had-
on.
Yeah, make sure you.
There it is
jump
right there. It's Sleep Talk Worlds. That's your mystery
One thing
gift,
that we always
guys.
talk about with the junior competitors is this is the future of Pokemon. But these are the individuals that sooner rather than later we're going to get to see in that Masters division. And so being able to, especially when we're looking at Luke's case, end it off with a win like this would be absolutely fantastic. 2-0s all across the bracket for both of our competitors. So Ray, definitely a very
Wow,
worthy
this
opponent
bracket
here.
has
Yeah,
2 and
very
0s across,
dominant
just like the
player
last
from
one.
Trumpet right the way to the finals. Luke is
Somebody's
coming
getting their
into this
first
final
loss.
with a 12-0 record, hasn't dropped a
BB,
single
you made the
set
light
this
goal? Hold on, let me
entire
see.
tournament,
I didn't
which is
see
just
it.
Incredible. Ray, on the other hand, 10-2 record, which is understandable. You know, a brilliant record. You're at the World Championships, the highest caliber of players, and these both have very interesting teams as well. But the route that they've had to take to get here, just a very tough one.
BB,
Testament
I
to
don't
both of our
see it. Can you
trainers.
do it? Try to do
Yeah,
one without the
competition is nothing
emotes.
but fierce once we get
For
into
some
the
reason,
World
I'm not
Championships.
seeing it.
One match away
And I think the other
from
day you had the
this
same
tournament. Who is
issue.
going to be the next world champion up? And this should be a
Try
really
making
exciting
one
matchup
without
because
emotes.
Across the board, I mean, we've already looked at these Pokemon. We've looked at the caliber of these
There,
trainers.
we'll
This
go
is
one
gonna
without
be,
emotes.
This one's gonna hook.
Yeah, and I think this is the one thing when you look at an overview of the teams from both sides, I think it really could go either way. It's so tight. There's so many
There we go.
options
I just got a
both trainers
Diancie and
have
Pogo.
to
Finally got a legit one. Nice.
take apart the other trainer's team, and it's really going to be down to the choices, how well both of these understand the matchup and how well they can kind of approach. dealing
Looks
with
like
those
Luke
big
Kroll. I
threats on
called
the other
Luke
side
to
of the
begin
field.
with,
I mean,
and he has a
adaptations as well,
Umbreon
because
plush.
when you look at
So
this, there's not necessarily
it appears
one
I
way
made
to
the right
approach, but you gotta
decision
make
to
sure you
back.
can
I
make
backed
those
the right
adjustments
person.
in game, and it's really going to be a testament to both of these trainers. 'cause
Hellblade,
if
the
you
only
get this
announcement
far,
that will
the
make me
two
happy is a
most in
shiny
that top
legendary
eight are
distribution.
definitely
Yeah, I'm not counting on
their
that.
side, but I think this is going to be the first one that goes
But
through.
maybe they'll
Yeah, I
announce
think
that
so.
after
It feels like
Dragonite
it
we'll
will
get
do.
the
I think, you know, with the tools
we'll
that
get the
both trainers have
we'll get
got
a
in their
shiny
teams, there's
Terra
ways
Raid or
for them to
something.
kind of
No, they won't.
capitalize
Well, maybe
against
they'll
what the
do
other
one where
trainer is gonna
I don't
try and
know.
do throughout this match.
There's
We
no
will
way they're
dive
gonna do
into teams,
the
of course, in a
Terra
little
Raid with
while,
the
so we can get a
legendaries.
bit of a deeper dive in that, but I think the margins are going to be very fine. But that feels like the running theme this weekend. Because
then you could just spam and catch a whole bunch of them.
It's again testament to our trainers with how well they have prepared coming into this event, and not only that, the preparation is a huge key. In
The
it, but
distribution
also
event will probably
testament
be
to how well they
something
performed on the big
GameStop
stage,
related
getting to this
or
stage and
a
almost there to
store
be
related
crowned the
thing. You got to
2024
go in and get a
champion.
code card.
This is the really exciting thing with this regulation as well, being able to see where trainers have taken this and
You did see
where people
Umbreon
have
Zerk.
started off, because we'll get to really be able to dive into accomplishments and stuff in a little bit. But when you start off the regulation, like in Luke's case as a regional champion, to then start off the format strong. and
I
potentially
also want
into
my
the
shiny
top even
motorcycle
stronger,
Hellblade.
I think that's a really, really cool thing, especially too for anyone that's been able to really dive into this. And for Ray himself, I mean, relatively newer player. So this is humongous.
Yeah, and the qualification process for both players is slightly different. Ray's had to come through a different qualification system over in Japan.
Cap, level 50 Sylveon ability
pixel
plate.
So it's a testament in itself
Pixelate.
to even be here. And then you look at Luke's side of the field last year.
For that code, you only have 3 days for it. I think today's the last day for it. I think it was a total of 3. I think it's only good till today.
At the point he's done the work
Explodes from cuteness of Umbreon. Agreed. That's why I picked the right person. I backed Luke, and Luke's gonna be it. Battle Kevin. Kevin whopped the floor with me.
Help him a lot, especially because that was in Regulation G.
Choice specs moves are hyper voiced and
Especially too when you're
hyper
looking
voice,
at that
Terra
last
Blast,
year
hyper
before
beam,
going
and
up into
sleep
the
talk.
Masters division. We have players in the Masters division that were senior world champions who still play and are still, I mean, performing fantastically, taking down regional championships.
Got a
going
hidden
for these
ability.
long run in these tournaments. So Luke already really proving the skill.
Cap, can you mass bomb? I gladly will.
People scared next year once he's playing
BB,
the
I'm
level,
not sure, to
then
be honest
this would
with you.
even just be more terrifying.
Yeah, well, I was speaking to Luke before we came on and had the pleasure to have a few words with him, and he's been saying how well he does against the Masters at his local events, how he's taking games off them already, so he's going to be a very scary prospect, especially in the Masters division as he is leveling up.
God, why does it take them so long to get through
those
this?
Things where we do commonly see seniors
Exotic, I had already started typing it, buddy, don't worry.
and then level up into
I had
Masters,
already started
and then
typing
have
it.
a huge impact in that circuit the next season. It's not uncommon for us to see. We've seen it time and time again, and it's really great to be at this point now where
I literally had it typed and was just waiting to hit enter.
Possible for these trainers, for them to
Yes,
show
it
off
is
their
in
talents so they
Japanese.
can have
I did
a
know that. I
sneak
watched
peek
somebody grab one
potentially of what's to
already.
come in future years.
I've had the honor of being able to play against Luke at a local actually, and yeah, I could definitely can definitely attest to the skill here. Do not get me wrong on that. But I'm really excited to have this first opportunity to really look at Ray play. And it was funny because you were talking about getting an opportunity to talk with the players, and Ray had mentioned that, like, yeah, expected Worlds to be tough, and it was. And I love that kind of humble approach.
They need to start the battle
yeah,
so we get closer to the announcements. I agree, Asa, but I'm pretty sure the announcements are scheduled. The announcement should be in an hour and 90 minutes.
With that said,
Who do you want to win? I'm pulling for Luke. I liked Luke's team.
Introduce them for this seniors final.
I liked Luke's
Let's
team.
meet your senior finalists. Please welcome to the stage, from the U.S., Luke Crow. And from Japan.
Oh, he's rocking the Umbreon and a
Yamanaka.
Pikachu. Why won't be? I have to go to sleep because it's school night. Oh, I'm sorry, Asa. Don't worry, I will definitely be talking about the trailer tomorrow on the stream.
Thank you both for joining us. We can't wait to watch you play. Just one question before we start. We've seen you play in regionals before. We know a little bit what to expect from you, Luke. What can we expect here in this match in the World Championship?
Helping hand Draco Meteor.
Nice, very specific. Thank you, Luke. And what about you? What can we expect to see here in this match from you?
Man, he straight up said what he was going after. He was like, helping hand Draco Meteor. He's like, that's what I'm gonna use, and that's how I'm gonna beat him. Kevin stabbed you. Oh no. Guy on the right didn't even bring a Pokemon plushie. That's why we're.
But I'm just gonna give it my all and do my very best.
That's all
Yeah, he didn't even bring a Pokemon plushie. I don't care. I don't want him to win.
Round of applause for our finalists.
We need.
You can head to your table.
We need Luke
Thank
to
you
win
so
this,
much. We can't
guys.
wait to watch you play. Casters, let's get into this match.
Who doesn't bring a plushie?
Love having the opportunity to hear from our players ahead of the
Actually, that
match.
is a 1000% based on Professor Sada's outfit. Or Seda.
All right.
Seda.
Spoiler of what to come here, but Ray, it'll be
'Cause it's supposed to be like a
intriguing
Seda
to see
drive.
Whereabouts he wants to be going with his strategy for this
Good
match. 'Cause
observation,
there's
Dingo.
That is a
different ways
very
to really
astute
approach
observation.
This restricted he has on his end
That is the
can
right
really go a
word.
variety of
Perfect.
ways, but you
Mwah.
know that you're looking for
That is a
heavy
very astute
damage. This could
observation,
be
Dingo.
such an
Like,
intense match.
really a good
Very
job.
intense. I think you nail it there.
Yeah, I hope Luke wins. Yo, what up, yours truly?
On his side of the field.
Demophy
That
lost
said, to be
100,000.
able to get that power boost with the nasty plot, and if it's in the right position to do that, it's going to outrun everything.
Is it
on his side
Sada?
of the field, and he's going to have his
Oh, okay. So it is Sada.
And picking up potential knockouts if Ray can get it set up into those situations.
The plushie's gonna give him extra luck. Yes, they are.
There's a couple of different ways the players can go ahead and approach this. So I'm very intrigued once we get into this matchup, what road they opt to go down for, because when we're looking at one end of the board, I want to wait till I got the headsets to really dive into this.
That's right. Get that Umbreon plushie up there.
Ways that you can approach this matchup, and it's going to be.
I believe you, T-Rex.
Really kind of respond to see how well they did their homework last night. Headsets on. I think when you're looking at Luke, there's two very different ways you can go about this.
How much to get that 99 demo fee? You just gotta watch the stream, buddy.
Very important for this match, because I think if you look at Ray's side of the field,
Cap, I have a shiny Iron Hands with your name on it.
For him to kind of lead out there, and it's got the Rage Powder support to pull in any of those threatening things that could come from Luke's side of the field, like that Miraidon, for instance, and allow that nasty pull to be set.
We're not doing any trades right now, though, buddy.
Enables the Shadow Rider Calyrex to just be that really dominant.
Could you program a high roller roulette where the minimum bet is not 100? No, I wish I could. That'd be actually awesome. I love the idea of that, the high roller. All right, let's look at Luke's team, because his team's the only one I care about. He's running with Urshifu.
Gonna bring that electric train to the field. It's not only gonna
Rapid Strike Urshifu.
attacking moves, but it's also going to benefit
Grimmsnarl, Giraffe Ding Dong.
Is threatening with that spawn. As long as the electric train's out, you don't need to worry about
NT.
that threat.
See, I'm looking at the
Iron
fact that
Hands and
Luke does
Miraidon.
have these damaging output options to make sure you can try and match and out-damage Ray, because when I'm looking at this nasty plot Calyrex,
Iron Hands,
passive, and you do have those passive options. But I think Luke knows you cannot allow these setups. When you're giving the little hint of a helping hand Draco Meteor, I think he understands the importance of not giving any wiggle room over to Ray.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's a big important thing. I think the one thing would you look at with that Amoonguss, though, is its Tera typing.
All right, guys, we're about to get started here.
Like he's talking about when you're looking at the terrestrialization on that Amoonguss. But before we get in any further with the teams, we can take a look at the accomplishments from our players.
Both relatively new, which I think is really, really cool. So we'll start talking about Ray first. So the top 64,
Does
at the qualification,
Mordecai sound like a good nickname for a Corvus Squire? Yes,
so
I
Ray
like
has
that.
been just playing since
Actually, I
Scarlet
really
and
like that
Violet.
name.
So that is such a big testament to the type of player that you're going to be, that jumping into this new game and new generation, that this is going to be the type of performances that you put up.
Yeah, incredible to know that you've only just recently come into this game and you're already on the stage at the World Championships in a final. For Luke on the other side of the field, he always has that regional
Hold up,
win.
what is on her shoulder? I missed it. That was super adorable. There was a Pokemon on that woman's shoulder.
I have no idea what it was. It was
Talking a little bit
white.
more about the teams, we touched on the importance of that Calyrex Shadow
That looked
Rider, but
almost
look
like
at
a
the other options
Lycanroc,
around it.
maybe?
We got the double grass here, the Rillaboom and the Amoonguss.
I don't want
Of course, you
to
do
roll
have to be
back.
wary of
Hopefully they
potential
show her again. I'm not going to go
fake
back because they're
outs,
about to
but
start.
the Rillaboom does still have the really good utility in that grassy surge.
Wait a minute, we might
Get
got
rid
a
of the
second
train
before
of
it
the
starts.
Miraidon. And the Amoonguss,
They haven't even
it'll be
cut
that
to the-
redirection. Of course, you're not going to appreciate double
BB, no, we'll do a race for lag. What? Is it lagging, really?
It could be a huge difference in this
You
match.
kidding
And the
me?
thing with the grassy terrain as well as you can overwrite that electric terrain and it enables that.
Well, we're going back. I want to see.
Did their homework last night. Headsets
What
on.
is that? I think it's a Lycanroc. Come look at this, babe.
Ways you can go about this.
Yeah, definitely, and I think it is all about the decisions here. The
Casters, let's get into this match.
I'm pretty sure the one woman has a
Love having the opportunity to hear
Lycanroc
from our players
on her
ahead
shoulder.
of the match, and I love the varied responses coming out here, helping Draco Meadows. All right, a little spoiler of what
They should have done
here,
Worlds in
but
Spain. I
it'll be
agree.
especially
But then
intriguing
we'd
to see
already have the
where he
answer.
wants to be going with his strategy for this match, because
just popped out of the bush.
to really approach this.
Yeah, right there. See-
That's a Growlithe.
Really
Is that a Growlithe?
variety of ways
No,
that
it's
you
a
can
Lycanroc.
heavy
Growlithe.
damage. This could be such an intense match.
Yeah, very intense.
You
I think.
stink.
Nail it there, Sierra, with
Smell.
the Calyrex being the one option that Ray's got on his side of the field. Does have access.
I think you might be right,
Yeah,
guys. I
it's-
think it is a Lycanroc.
I'm pretty certain she has a Lycanroc on her shoulder. I want that.
Do that. It's going to outrun everything on Luke's side of the field, and he's going to have his
Come on,
wits about him to
turn,
deal
lady.
with those Astral Barrages, which are going to come out heavy and picking up potential knockouts if Ray can.
Come on, you could have shown us it like 4 times. Show the goods, lady. Show the goods.
Ways the players can go ahead and approach this. So I'm very intrigued.
Yes,
once
next
we
winner
get
of the.
into this matchup.
Hold on, I'm
what
focused here.
road
I'm
they
trying to
opt
see
go
what is
down
on this
for,
woman's
because
shoulder.
when
I am
we're
pretty
looking
certain
at
it's a
one
Lycan
and the
Rock.
four,
It's a
I wanna
Lycan
wait
Rock.
till I got the
Is
headset
it?
to really
What?
dive into this.
Ah.
There are two really big ways that you can approach this
It
matchup,
is.
and it's
That
gonna
is
be on the other to
1000% a
really
Lycan
kinda
Rock
respond
on
to
her
see
shoulder.
how
That is
well they did
incredible.
their homework
And I
last
need
night.
one.
And not wait.
Okay,
Either
look, we
side
didn't
of the
miss anything. We're
table,
good.
a very
Yes,
worthy
Battle
champion.
Royal winner gets
Yeah, exactly that. And both
Nightbot's
players tonight,
doubloons.
Gordon
I
and
agree.
Edge, have done incredibly well to just get to this point, but I don't think that's enough for these players. There's one more thing to do. Got to take one step further and claim that championship for themselves. Both players have.
I thought that person crossed me on the table and the yellow hat was a minion. Terrified for a second.
But the important
Yeah, they just got minions now working Pokemon Worlds. Yeah, it is definitely a Lycan Rock, and I need that. I 1000% need that. I don't want that. I need that.
Feels like it's going to be something that you can utilize. Sit in front of that Calyrex, take that Terastallization, not really worry about those Astral Barrages. So then you're looking at something like the Urshifu as a way to remove that as quick as
I have a Dusk Lycan Rock plushie, and I love it.
Focus too close in onto the Entei, and all of a sudden this Miraidon is about to electrify.
Oh, am I gonna win? Am I getting the money? I'm taking some people out. Oh, nope, there I go.
This is going to be so intense to see what
The battle
these
has
players
left
wanna
the
lead
screen.
with, because that's going to be the biggest road for what they have to go down heading down this championship.
I just got
series.
KO'd.
It is time to start.
It is down to Anonymity and
Yeet.
Yeet.
First match here in our senior world champions match. Cannot.
I think it's gonna be
wait
Yeet.
to see how this is going to be going down. The lead.
Yeet gets the victory.
Off the bat, Farigaraph's going to be the partner.
Yeet wins Nightbot's doubloons.
Making the noise, let's get to it.
Congratulations,
really
Yeet.
Aggressive start here from Luke, going with that Miraidon straight out of the gate. It's going to pressure both that Calyrex with this electric train being set up, and more importantly, that Urshifu on Ray's side. But the Urshifu on Ray's side, not really immediately pressured, because it is going to be able to get an attack off. It does have that focus sash. As it's held out, I'm going to be able to take one attack and maybe get some really pivotal damage.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Something like that.
clicking
Farigarath
Nightbot. I don't
the
know.
same for the Calyrex, though.
113,000 you're getting, buddy.
Luke's side, going to be immune to that. Not really going to be really threatened by that psychic either.
So that bumps
is it
you
in a
up to
position where it can get a nasty
186.
pot up? It is pretty risky. Can you take an attack from this Miraidon?
So we're not going
Oh, I gotta
test it
delete
out. That will be the
Nightbots now.
protect. Make sure you can scout out what this Miraidon on the opposing end does, as Urshifu also detecting. Luke had spoken about how
Bet it all.
he's helping hit Draco Meteors, but the Volt Switch, an attempt to reposition. You'll have another opportunity on that next turn. Foul play. It would be the double up. Try and get as much damage to be starting off.
Yeah.
What type would Spyro be? Fire type. Fire dragon.
If you're expecting to get
Like
that
what
Volt Switch
Charizard
off with
should
the
be.
Miraidon, but not looking into that, just wanting to chase after that Calyrex as soon as possible. The nice thing now is that Ray does have an idea of what that.
No, Joker, I
Miraidon's
cannot.
locked into.
Bad
It
influence.
has
Guess
to
what,
lock
Miss
in
Cap?
again this turn
Uh-oh.
to the Volt Switch. Does he
Dragon
go for that?
fighting or
Maybe that's
dragon
something
normal? You
that
wouldn't
Ray
give
can
him a
take
fire
advantage of.
typing?
I think that's the best move to be locked into, since you would be able to pivot out, but you will be taking some damage before.
Oh, Miraidon takes a big hit.
Just below half.
But throwing out a Volt. Oh, Urshifu holds in. It has a focus slash.
So we'll be holding off and will have an opportunity to attack. It's either this Farigarath or whatever.
Oh, it's getting interesting already.
Interesting to see what the adjustment is to bring in from Luke's
Miraidon
side of the
took a
field.
bit, pretty
Now
big
that
heat.
targets on Ray's side have attacked, and it is that.
But the
Grim
Volt
Snarl.
switch.
And that's going to be taking the close combat a little bit better. And the defense, that's not going to matter. We don't care about the drops. You're on
Yeah,
borrowed HP,
you're
on
on-
borrowed time. So that psychic noise is going to drop the Urshifu once and for all. on
There
this
goes
turn.
Urshifu. Wow, this is already moving quicker.
This is a huge move for him. Yes, he's taken a
This
bit
is
of damage from the
already
Astral
moving
Barrage,
quicker.
but there's not been that Grim Nair boost, which is great. Nothing's been knocked out. You've still got all your Pokemon, and you've removed that big threat to the Entei, which could come in later on and utilize that Terastallization. You've got a nice position as well with your Grimmsnarl out on the field. It is going to be able to threaten with those Thunder Waves, or even better, get some screens full set of that light screen, especially supported by the light clay, means you're going to have an extended period of time with that protection on your side of the field, taking those Astral Barrages or even Psychics coming out from the Calyrex that are threatening right now.
And this is why what Ray has in the back is going to be so important, because this Calyrex, you need to make sure it stays safe. And when this Grimmsnarl is threatening over on the opposing end with these Thunder Waves, if that all of a sudden targets into that Calyrex, that is going to be neutralized for the rest of the matchup. Going to be slower and a potential to not even attack. So I love the Amoonguss joining the field.
Yeah, it's a great play here from Ray. He's got that board position set up now where he has access to that Rage Powder. Nothing's really too threatened. The the Psychic Noise going to do super effective damage, but not enough to pick up the knockout onto the Amoonguss. So there's no immediate reason for you to have to lock in with a Terastallization here with the Amoonguss, unlike if the Entei was out on the opposite side of the field. Again, the Grimmsnarl is threatening with the foul play as well, so you've got that really great way of just protecting perfectly that Calyrex and opening the door for you to get a nasty plot off.
What is taking so long?
The one thing that
they have their moves
with
picked.
The nasty plot on this turn is that we do want to be going for Trick Room. It's sometimes dangerous to go for a Trick Room against Amoonguss, but since we do have that electric terrain, the only thing it'll really be able to do is some damage or just consistently keeping this.
No, gambling's bad unless you're gambling money that has no value. Very true.
For a little Amoonguss, a little heart on top, so cute out here, and trying to have a little bit more longevity in this is Rage Powder, move of choice. Keep the Calyrex safe.
That's a really smart Terastallization. I was saying there's no need for it, but there is a need if you want to keep that Amoonguss around a lot longer, taking away that psychic weakness and also reducing the damage from a foul play. And there is the nasty plot. +2 special attack. This Calyrex is starting to get
and then that psychic move, that's not doing nothing now.
On the horizon, Amoonguss just a little bit of damage in from that psychic
Luke,
noise.
you gotta think, buddy.
Is about to dish out a world of hurt. Reminder, that Vergraph is gonna be fine up against it, but you'll be doing a lot into that Grimmsnarl, picking up the KO, and anything that's swapping
You almost let the Grimmsnarl get KO'd.
Firing off with psychics as well.
No,
you almost just let the Grimmsnarl get KO'd, right?
You need to readjust if you are Luke. You can't allow this Calyrex just to freely fire off these Astral Barrages, and this Amoonguss in a great position where we've already mentioned the Psychic Noise not going to be doing too much, and even if we do see a Thunder Wave, the Amoonguss not really too worried about that, so slow anyway.
Yeah, the Amoonguss, that's just soaking up this paralysis from the Calyrex Shadow Rider is another Astral Barrage, +2 boosted.
I'm trying to shiny hunt a female Poplio, and I got 2 male shiny Poplio and a shiny Tentacle, but no female shiny Seal. Yikes.
From here on out, and the Farigiraf, sure, it's not taking any damage, but this Calyrex now is at a +3. And
wow.
Threaten the partner Pokemon. So perfect time for the Trick Room to make sure that horse is moving last.
Yeah, the Trick Room being sent up is really in one way a nice thing for the Amoonguss, right? Because it's so slow and it could almost threaten with those spores. But because the electric terrain's still active on the field, that's not a thing that you can utilize now. The Entei coming on.
The black parts of Grimmsnarls are its body hair. Ew, really?
And both of these Pokemon will move first. The big risk here is if Ray decides to go for a Rage Powder, there is a chance of the fully paralysis from that Thunder Wave. So if you can't get the Rage Powder off, then your Calyrex is sitting a little bit open, especially with a Life Orb boosted Entei that can go for that Terastallization into the normal type now and have that immunity from those really threatening Astral Barrages.
And that is not a... There's
huge
no
lag you got. Are you getting lag too?
Paralysis,
not
you
yet.
go for it, and it's not going to do anything.
Wow.
It cannot keep the partner Calyrex safe
wow.
on this turn. But maybe the punish won't be there. Entei, the protect for that first turn.
Oh, and that's so unfortunate, but I mean, you get away with it slightly there because of the Entei.
Wow.
Just for that protect. The Psychic Noise coming out into the Amoonguss, going to be able to take that a little bit better, but that's the sort of risk that you're taking at this point. The Calyrex going for the protect there, cannot go for it again. You've got to hope if you go for the same play this time.
Honestly,
around,
Hellblade, I always thought it was Entei.
Entei,
I mean.
So that you don't get paralyzed.
It was a no harm, no foul on the turn. I think it was just a double protect to try and get through that first turn of Trick Room, but a real testament of how this can really just go downhill from here on out. If the Calyrex had it protected and the Luke did want to go on the offensive, that could have been absolutely massive. So you know from Ray that must
still got 3 more turns of the Trick
Room. Because you've seen the potential for where this can go wrong.
What?
Yeah, and I think if you've got one, you think that's it out the way now. So hopefully Amoonguss can get through the rest of this game and provide a little bit extra support. Now you will see the electric terrain has gone off the field
purple,
now,
we got.
We're not keeping the Amoonguss on the field. We're going to let it just go back, use that regenerate ability now that the noise is kind of worn off, and the Raging Bolt enter the field.
It's going to be Terastallization for Luke here in game.
Not too much is going on. It's game 1, so they're still filling each other out at this point.
Into the normal type.
Yo, what up, Angel Dust?
+3 special attack. If it wants to keep firing off Astral Barrages, it's not going to do anything.
There we go. There's the helping hand, and here comes the Draco Meteor.
Can it be the MVP? Not just defensive Terastallization, but offensive.
Wait a minute, it won't.
Extreme speed into the Raging Bolt, dropping a lot of damage.
Yeah, and the big thing is the Psychic here into that Entei.
Oh, it got him. It is. Got him.
Huge important Pokemon for Luke.
Wow.
That one hit KO. You needed this damage. You needed
That Calyrex was building and building and building.
No amount of slowing down from Luke. You do have this Miraidon, but this Calyrex hasn't been touched. It's sitting at this +4, and sure, maybe it's in this trick room, but Luke has not made a scratch on it so far.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And is one foul play from the Fergraf going to be enough to knock it out? Maybe not. Depends how the Calyrex Shadow Rider has been trained. So it's at least going to be able to fire off one Astro Barrage. The Miraidon in a pin position as well. It's slower. It's going to have to take an Astro Barrage. Can it take a +4? Probably not.
Yeah.
The Psychic Noise into the Raging Bolt, not even going for it if you was trained wrong. But I think at the World Championships, that Calyrex will be all the right stats. Dragon
Lost the
Ball into
Miraidon.
Super effective, super critical hit. It will drop, and now the Fergraf, last Pokemon standing, and it's not going to be able to get it done.
No, no.
Yeah.
The Trick Room's still in effect. So the Calyrex, the last thing to actually attack this turn. The Miraidon not got enough in the tank to be able to take that Raging Bolt attack.
Wow.
Against the 3 Pokemon.
Wow, this
now
was not
on the
even
Ray side
close.
of the field, and it probably feels a little bit too far for him to make a comeback in this one. Ray taking it with quite dominating fashion in this first game.
That was like a. This is. Why are those dogs so tall? I don't know.
This is going to be great to know the amount of damage that you'll do from here on out with that foul play, but of course not dropping and still plenty in the tank. Good, but a second Raging Bolt, that was the self-KO.
Wow.
Self-worth it, I think, taking it down and then closed up with this Calyrex. It's been so
there it goes. There's round 1.
And closing it out for Ray here as he takes an early lead in this set.
Yeah, it's not surprising, Luke.
What a match as well.
Yeah,
Even
Luke did not look good at all in that.
Twisted dimensions, great supportive options, and there is no way that Luke could get to that Calyrex Shadow Rider in the first place. So now you really have to reevaluate. A couple of maybe passive options being brought. And yes, you got the paralysis on the Moongus. Yes, you're trying.
Oh my gosh, finally letting Mr. Osiris host talk once again.
Get the trick room, but at the same time, we're still looking at a game.
Yeah, Luke did not look good at all. Like barely attacked at all.
And we got into the latter stages of that game, and you quite rightly pointed out that the Calyrex is still not taking any damage. Just testament to
how do you let the Calyrex
had that one turn where it was fully paralyzed?
Does he just not have anything that was doing anything against him? Like
was protecting that turn just to kind of get through those trick room turns. So really fortunate that nothing really came of that because that could have been quite punishing.
Yeah, but you know what?
Maybe a Psychic Noise into that.
In the last round, Kevin didn't look too great in the first round.
And the Entei, when you're looking at this,
Kevin came back, so maybe
so much damage, not really the opportunity to do much.
Maybe Luke gets a jump back. But yo, what up, AA Ron?
Raging Bolt being brought to the battle is not
You're not late.
by that. And then, sure, the
not too much has happened yet. We only have one champion crown so far.
Attacks at that point from this Calyrex Shadow Rider. That immunity doesn't matter anymore. It still has these other attacking ways. So Luke, it's going to be, he has to be careful in this next match, and I'm expecting something maybe a little bit more aggressive coming out.
Osiris, I get my rebuilds from his channel, do you?
Get that NTI out a bit earlier because if you
I get a lot of my builds from him too.
The Calyrex from really setting up that.
I prefer watching his channel than a lot of the others like Blaine's and them.
Even with those sidekicks, it's going to be hitting very
mostly just because I'm not a fan of Blaine's.
So you've got to try and put the pressure
Yo, Dingo with the 5 gifted memberships. Dingo, Joker, you got your membership back. Guys, let's see those. Let's see the Dingoes and the Steve the Pirates in the chat.
The Dread Pirate Steve being no man's debt. I'll make a barter with you, cruising our star. I'd exchange for your kindness. I'll be splitting me buried treasure with you. Once I find that
Dingo, you legend, you legend.
Steve being no man's debt. I'll make a barter with you, cruising our star. I'd exchange for your kindness. I'll be splitting me buried treasure with you. Once I find that means
a little bit more freedom to
the Dread Pirate Steve being no man's debt. I'll make a barter with you, cruising our star. I'd exchange for your kindness.
Yes, we're gonna do a puppy cam.
Me buried treasure with you.
So I think that Ray did a fantastic job.
Once I find
Let's go ahead and get that puppy cam.
The Dread Pirate Steve being no man's debt. I'll make a barter with you, cruising our star.
I screwed up puppy cam. I gotta fix puppy cam. Hold on.
Splitting me buried treasure with you.
Once
there we go. Guys, say thank you to Dingo. Joker, you are a Luxio now.
support
I'll
the
be
Calyrex
splitting
Shadow
my
Rider.
buried treasure with you.
Once
I find that
Yeah, I saw Yeet said he saw when he got one in his sleep.
Because it is going to be able to redirect. It frees up the Calyrex to go for that nasty plot here.
Oh, look at all that snoot booping you're getting from Moose, guys. Again, everybody, if you just got gifted a membership by Dingo, make sure you tell him thank you. He is such a legend.
Going for that foul play, which is doing good damage into
Look at
Calyrex.
Moosey.
You can get maybe some sort of damage off early on Luke's side of the field.
All right, guys. Oh, we got the battle starting back up.
Possibility of Rillaboom, a switch is great, and bringing the Entei out a lot earlier in the match. We'll be able to pressure on this next turn, as when you're staring down a choice lot Pokemon on the
All right, let's look at what we got here. Is he gonna run out the same four?
Pokemon on Ray's side of the field. The Psychic Noise, null and void, and now how will Ray react to the Entei?
Yeah, and it's a nice patient play here from
There
Ray.
we go.
Again, just probably wanting to scout out what that
Yeah, I haven't
Maradona
been in the
walked into,
Tera
and then
streams
adjust
much
the
due
next
to my
turn
Switch
going
breaking,
in after
so
that decision being
no
made.
idea how I got the
Making a
membership.
really
No idea,
nice play
dude.
here, not locking into the Volt Switch
There must
because
have not been
knowing
enough
maybe the
people in there that
protector's coming
weren't
out,
members
both
when he
Pokemon
gifted them
switching
last.
into the Entei, and now it's in a position where it is
I
gonna
think
be
if
able
somebody
to
gifts
capitalize on that
memberships,
pure immunity
It was
from
overnight
the
the other
Astral
night.
Barrage.
yeah, I think when somebody gifts memberships and if they're not in the stream and there's not enough non-members in, then it will gift regular, like based on view time, I think.
It does leave the Calyrex a little bit vulnerable in that situation where if a foul play comes out and you don't have that rage.
But thank you again, as always, Dingo. You are a legend, and I appreciate you, dude.
Would be able to take a Sacred Fire better,
That's
but
what
no
I think,
swap in
Dingo.
helping hand. This Entei
I think
is gonna
unless
be
it's a
lot of
busy
damage, and
stream,
we'll be going
it's what it
straight
does.
Into the Amoonguss, as no terrestrialization will be taking the full force of this hit. Calyrex wants to make sure once we get past this turn, it'll have that +2 to the special offense to really be able to hit on that go button. As Sacred Fire, it will connect.
Wow,
And
there goes the
will
Amoonguss.
go down. Calyrex Shadow Rider losing its partner.
Yeah, and that's a big turn here for Luke, removing that key support option here from Ray's side.
Yep, there goes the supporter.
It's done its job almost. It's allowed that
But-
Calyrex to at least get a nasty plot up. Now sitting on +2 special attack, going to be able to threaten Luke's
How
side of the
quick can
field,
you
but
get
there
this
is
Calyrex out of here?
Active on both sides of the field. Now,
Going with the
one Pokemon that
Urshifu.
you'd say from Ray's end is perfect against that Entei is the Urshifu. It is going to come in.
Who's gonna
and it is gonna
terrestrialize
threaten with
first?
those
That's
surging
what I wanna
strikes,
know.
do super effective damage. Even if it terrestrializes, you can just lock in with the close combat there, and you've got the Unseen Fist ability. So
Yo,
you
what
don't
up,
need to worry about
Dusk? How's it
protecting.
going,
You can
buddy?
remove
How
that
has it
one
been? It's been a hot minute.
And when Entei is the
Been a hot
attacking
minute
threat on
since we
this
seen ya.
turn, and well, slower than this Calyrex Shadow Rider. I mean, the Calyrex can just start firing off attacks, and the Farigiraf, I mean, we
Been
saw
a
how
hot
much the
minute.
Battle Blade did, but at the same time, it's not really
Yo!
spreading too fast into the
Guys,
Urshifu, especially
something
since it
else
does
just
have this
happened.
Focus Sash.
Yeah, and the one thing you would say is that Ray does have access to that terrestrialization, not using on the
Guys,
Amoonguss here, could go for it onto the Calyrex. and
you know
get
what?
rid
It
of
can
that
hold.
blade threat.
It can hold.
Instead, it's going to be the Stellar Terrestrialization.
I saw
on to this
Terrestrialization, a
Urshifu.
Stellar.
We're not worried about defensive.
Okay.
We're making sure the damage output we have is what we need. Not the only terrestrialization on
Wow,
the turn,
we're
though.
going dual.
Luke, this is time to make sure your Pokemon can make it on through.
What is
the
his-
Dark type for the Farigiraf.
All
Yeah, it's
right,
gonna
let's
boost that
see.
foul play even further,
Yo,
but it
we
is gonna
got-
be weak now to that close combat. Has
Hold on a
Ray
minute,
kind of
guys.
scoured
We
that
gotta-
out and maybe cover that slot. Gazin, then the Calyrex might be in a little bit of trouble. Extreme speed coming out into that Urshifu.
I'm interested to see this
That's gonna be breaking
terrestrializing,
sash,
but
the importance of the terrestrialization.
wow.
You can be hit by the Astral Barrage, but not by the Psychic. No damage in, but the Surging Strike's firing off. But how
Wow,
will the
that-
Farigiraf take it? Because it's going to be able to hold on and start firing off and attack back.
It does survive. Is it going to lock in with that foul play into the Calyrex, taking that immunity to the Psychic? Here
There
it's
it
a
is.
foul play. It's into the Calyrex, and will it be enough? Oh,
There
yes,
goes the
it is.
Calyrex.
Huge knockout for Luke
Wow.
to take a step further and clawing back
Did you
this
type in the
match.
chat what it was?
This Calyrex Shadow Rider that was so
Okay.
problematic in the first game of the set is now gone. And 2 Pokemon remaining for
Wow.
the adjustment. The Rillaboom, I mean, on out.
Huh?
Luke in
got the
so
bloom
much more of a
giving out.
commanding position the last time around, thanks to this
giving out the
aggression
bloom.
and the Farigiraf
Oh, okay.
that
You're
we
giving out
talked
the
about how little damage you can
Yeah,
do.
that was
Really
huge.
strong, huge terrestrialization.
Yeah, that was huge. I don't get the stellar terrestrialization, but again, I'm not a professional, so I don't know.
But no, Luke pulling the master stroke there and really catching Ray off guard. Still got a number of Pokemon he can utilize. The Grimmsnarl going to enter the field and really give a little bit more alleviation.
Why, what do you guys think? I got a shiny? Is that what you think's going on?
On Ray's side.
The surging strikes, though, less damage because we've
Dusk pops into the chat.
The boost from that one is Rillaboom is
well, we're watching the end of this, and then we'll switch over to
damage into the Farigiraf to finally drop it down. This point, it has done what it needs to do, and Luke can freely bring someone onto the field to support this Grimmsnarl, which in this case can also try and make sure you outspeed and start going for these Thunder Waves.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The Thunder Wave going to be really useful here. The screens, you've got to reflect if you need to, but the big important Pokemon that you want to bring out onto the field right now is going to be the
Let's see.
Overwriting the terrain, winning that terrain battle, and now you are instantly pressuring that Urshifu. The Rillaboom can resist, and it does have the Assault Vest, so it will be able to take those attacks a little bit better, but not considering it. Locked in cancellation, tied up.
Wow, he just called it.
What a change of pace from Luke in this match. Outpaced
guys, Luke really with the big win there.
And from the get-go.
And in our shiny badge quest,
position with this Entei. And then all of
we got a shiny Geodude, guys. We got a shiny Geodude in our badge quest. Hold on, I gotta re-add our camera here.
With a boosted foul play was absolutely everything.
Yeah, the Sacred Fire here, as you're seeing, getting rid of that Amoonguss like early on in this match was really key. You thought things didn't look too good though. When the Urshifu came in, it went for that stellar terrestrialization, and it was really threatening that Entei. But the surprise there, the support
shiny Geodude on the screen.
Was the one to terrestrialize.
Shiny Geodude on the screen, guys. So we've got a
little bit complacent.
Pause for a moment. Let's see what the number was.
I mean, that's not going to be a mistake that's made again. No. That is absolutely for
I gotta move some things around. Give me a one moment here.
Late at that point, everyone gathered up here now. We got a game
300
senior championship final.
And 14.
And so back and forth between the
only 314 encounters, guys.
Yeah, so it's really tough to call because you look at Ray's side. If he gets that Calyrex, I think you want more utility out of the Amoonguss.
314 encounters
between game 1 and game 2 was the Amoonguss was able to support for a lot
longer. It is a cheese
where
puff.
Kind of got taken down really quickly without really much return in that second
we got
game.
one under 400 encounters.
I think getting rid of that Amoonguss, getting rid of the Urshifu as soon as possible allows the Entei and then the Miraidon to
all right, hold on 1 minute, guys. I'm trying to swap some things around there. There we go.
But also at the same time, you can't get carried away. You've got to keep
does my Mewtwo... Wait, does Geodude...
You know, comes onto the
doesn't
field,
have explosion.
Electricity boost, so when those physical threats like the Urshifu come in later on, it's not really so worried about them, especially with the Rillaboom as well. They're the two physical threats that were at the end of that
do 2
game
false
too.
swipes and go for a Pokeball because it doesn't have explosion.
Have that longevity a little bit more that we might sometimes forget about because it's activated so early on, and Luke keeps it on the field that entire time.
For these trainers, one about
Geodude is added to our team.
From becoming the world champion here in Honolulu in the seniors.
Let's get those nature guesses, guys. Nature guesses.
And Violet era, and for Luke, the final way to be ending off his time in seniors. Let's make some noise and get into game 3.
All right, they're getting to game 3, so let's catch it right here. Geodude, don't make this run late.
Yeah, nice adjustment here. Again, going from that Amoonguss into the Urshifu here. You've got that immediate damage.
Come on, Geodude, join our team. All right.
Raise that the field. You may protect that Calyrex.
Guys, Dingo, give me a name. Give me a name for the Geodude, Dingo.
Try and play into that. Maybe
what?
Expecting Luke to expect that.
Who said Cheese Puff? Dingo said Cheese Puff?
Maybe go after that Farigiraf because of how threatening it was in that second game.
I'm okay with Cheese Puff.
You remove the Armor Tail. You kind of free up some of your more options where you've got access to those priority attacks as well. You don't need to worry about the Trick Room either, so your Calyrex can breathe a little sigh of release when that Pokemon has gone down.
Every match so far, we have seen the double protect on this first turn, but Ray is gonna go on.
Okay, I'm hurrying up, guys. You can hear in the outline.
But a lot of damage into the Miraidon. The follow-up, but it's going to be a Draco Meteor miss into the Calyrex. That could have been everything.
Okay, let's see. We're switching back over, guys.
First turn in the match. How devastating!
That is so unfortunate. unfortunate for Luke going
Oh,
for the Draco
wow.
and missing. You would have got such a good return there.
Wow, what a... That's not what you wanted at all.
Taking it down to its sash, but not enough.
Oh, nature guess real quick.
Because of that miss.
Yo, Aaron.
I'll make a barter with the truths in our stuff.
Thank you for renewing your membership, buddy. We're watching VGC.
Treasure with you.
But we're gonna go back real quick and check the nature of our shiny that we just got.
There is possibilities, but absolutely
Thank you,
devastating.
Aaron,
This is
for
gonna be an
renewing your
uphill battle
membership.
From this point on, in the Calyrex, it has not been damaged whatsoever. So even if the Entei does target
all right,
into the
guys.
Urshifu here to take it down, the Calyrex will be
Cheese
able to respond.
Puff.
Yeah, we'll be able to respond. And
We have a adamant nature, an adamant nature for Cheese Puff.
Here because it's still available on the race side of the field. One thing you could say, Luke has got an advantage.
What, did he
of
guess that
can
too?
terrestrialize that
No, he
right now.
didn't.
For that extreme speed, get rid of the Urshifu. Once that's gone, then you can start concentrating.
Wow,
on that
Dingo,
Calyrex.
dude,
You
Dingo.
don't have to worry about the Astral Barrage so much, but you still have to worry about that Psychic. You've got the Ferrograph there that can help with speed control. You can flip the dimensions. The Amoongus isn't on the
Cheese
field right
Puff.
now. If it is in the
The
back,
adamant
it's a little
nature
bit
Cheese
risky
Puff.
because a lot of
Dingo.
the terrain is now on a timer.
And the
Guys,
turn
that
two
again,
is
that was only
terrestrialization.
314
It's
checks.
last time.
All right,
game
let's
two,
swatch
we saw
back
that
over.
outplay coming out from that terrestrialization and what it was able to do to the Calyrex Shadow Rider. Can it do what the
Dingo,
Rider
give me a
could
moment.
not?
You're
Extreme
getting
speed. Urshifu goes down.
100K. All right, BB, have an awesome night.
For a double KO onto this turn. We have to get past this Calyrex first as Psychic
What?
into this Entei instead.
Okay.
A lot of damage, but not enough. This is going to be the moment, Mo, for Luke to see if he can come back into this match, and it will be that foul play. Took the KO.
There he goes. There goes the Calyrex. One hit KO.
Seeing the Draco Meteor miss that turn one, deciding I'm not going to settle on that. I'm bringing my Entei onto
Where's
the field.
Dingo?
I'm going to use that
Dingo has the
extreme
broken
speed. I'm gonna
Mimikyu
get rid
and
of
it's
the threat in the Urshifu
messing me
and
up.
Go once again for that successful terrestrialization on the Ferrograph. Take advantage of that boosted foul play and get
And-
rid of the restricted on Ray's side of the field, leveling the
Who am I
playing
giving
field
10 to?
going into this next turn.
We
Why
talked
don't I
so
see
much about the
Demophy?
importance of the Entei, but this Ferrograph has been MVP so far, doing what the restricted could not, and now Ray down to final two Pokemon.
I don't
It's
see
the
Demophy
support,
down
and
here.
it is the Raging Bolt. The Raging Bolt, since it's been introduced in the format, has definitely been a force to be reckoned with, and this one does have the potential for that damage
Sorry, I
with
can
that
add it
Life
like
Orb.
this.
Can it do enough, though? It doesn't have access to that priority, thanks to that Ferrograph. So
There
it
you
has to
go.
go slow,
Demophy
but steady
and Dingo
to
got
take
some
these KOs.
the balloons.
The thing is, you really want to utilize
Off to the glue factory with you, Calyrex. That's right.
On the field with the armor tail.
Aaron,
That is
where's the
blocked
long
until
dog?
Pokemon exits.
Wait,
The
what?
Amoongus as
Somebody
well
said
is
long
gonna be
dog? Long
heavily
dog!
drained from
Long
that
dog!
Entei now
Long
with
dog!
The Sacred Fire. It's going to do a lot of damage into that Pokemon, but maybe scouting
Long
out
dog.
to protect from Ray's side, the Entei going for a protect of its own.
I can't whistle.
Amoongus as well, not wanting to
I'm thinking of
attack
that,
from
the Leo.
Entei. So it's going to be the other two to act on this turn as Raging Bolt targets into
Oh,
the Ferrograph. It's
Farragut.
going to be hanging on
For
this turn,
Ferrograph.
though. Not going to be full, but Psychic Noise targeting
That's-
into the Protected Mushroom instead.
Yeah, and that's a really nice play there, getting some damage onto the Ferrograph as soon as possible, prioritizing
Oh,
getting
this
rid of
is-
that Pokemon is really what you want to do. We talked about the importance of that armor tail. It is going to be something you have to remove as soon as possible to kind of free up the ability to
All
use
you
that
dogs
Ferrograph.
need to
Some
go.
of those
Fun fact,
priority
Cap
attacks
can't
are gonna be
whistle.
so
That is
useful
correct. I can't whistle.
Now, maybe you have to sacrifice the
It's one of
Amoongus
those
here and
things
go
that
for
drives me
Rage Powder to
insane that I
try
can't
and draw
do.
in some of those big threatening attacks from
I love how
Entei
Raging
on
Bolt's
that-
head is
on this
usually out
side
of
the
frame.
field.
Yep.
Notable, there is still terrestrialization for
Demophy,
Ray,
I
so
gave
when the
you
moment
doubloons.
comes the most, we're going to be able to see the sparkles come out onto the match.
Cap,
Not
can I
very
get my?
aggressive on that
What do you
Raging
need?
Bolt, though.
What do you
Instead,
mean for
wanting to
what?
make
What
sure
did?
that this
What
Amoongus
happened
can
that
stick
you
around
lost
as
that?
long as possible into that fairy type. Trying to make sure if a Sacred Fire comes out, it's going to be helping out, but helping hand. Can we get the damage here? Rage Powder, the Amoongus is... You got the damage with the Raging Bolt. You need to keep this Pokemon safe. But is this going
This
to
is
be
it.
enough? You drop the
Oh,
weakness,
it
you're gonna
doesn't
take
get
this
him.
hit, but you take
It
the
burns.
It does survive, though. That's all Ray needs to do for this one turn, because maybe that is enough to remove.
There's the Thunder. There goes the
field,
Entei.
and the Thunder build come out, a Thunderbolt enough to take that down, not into the Ferrograph.
Oh, what does one do with these doubloons? You can buy bombs. You can gamble.
These two Pokemon, the burnt little mushroom, on a little bit of borrowed time as we get into the ending of this game number one. Luke, this will be the Grimmsnarl, once well trained, as he's down to his final 2 as well on this full health.
Oh, this is an awesome finish right here, guys.
Go for another one of those rage powders. Can the raging
I
Bolt
can't
get rid
believe
of this Farigiraf
the Among
on the
Us
side of the
held.
field?
I
And
can't
then
believe it
becomes
held.
Pretty much a one-on-one situation. You've got the more
Building up
offensive
again, here we
power
go.
on Ray's side, so it's all for Luke to do here. Rage powder coming out as a light screen is set up.
Trying to make sure that you can out-damage your opponent, not take too much as Thunderbolt into the Farigiraf, more than enough to bring Luke down to final Pokemon.
All right,
with
Luke.
The sportive one, and the only move of choice being this foul play. Does Luke have enough to close this out?
No.
It's going to be very, very difficult. You'd say with the burn on the Amoonguss is really impactful here. But the big thing is the electric terrain has now disappeared. So that Grimmsnarl going to be susceptible to those spores. If the Amoonguss can get one of those off, maybe you take a chance to just protect the Raging Bolt one turn. Scout out that the foul play is going into that slot. Utilize the Amoonguss. Go for the spores.
He gave up. Luke gave it up.
Instead, the forfeit's locked in, and with that,
Luke gave it up.
It's gonna be your Pokemon World
Ray won.
here in the seniors division. A thrilling back
He gave up. That was exciting. I didn't think that was a good one.
being able to close it out.
Yo, hey, Aaron, thank you for the $20 super chat. Finally make it to stream, but can't stay. Always love joining in and saying hi to everyone. I hope everything goes well. Also gonna need to see them doggos. You got it, Aaron. Thank you so much, buddy. As always, guys, make some noise in the chat for Aaron. Buying you guys a puppy cam. Let's see the puppies in the chat. Where's my cam? No. Nope. There we go. Let's see the puppies in the chat for Aaron. He wanted to see the puppies. Buying you guys a puppy cam. Right at the end of that battle right there.
Huge congratulations to Ray and to both of our finalists.
Honestly, that was all we could ask
That's
for
not
in a set. There was
yours,
so back
Missy.
and forth.
Why would you quit with a nearly full health Pokemon? I don't know, but it really just didn't have a chance of winning. No, Shelby, we still got one more. They still got to do Masters.
I have little ones, Dingo. I have like little ones that are like this big. He won't even eat those.
Taking down that Calyrex was such an important turn.
$50.
Would say for Luke was very
$50. You eat the tiny one. Tiny one.
Pivotal turn with
tiny
that
one.
Dracomatium.
I have a little bit of decorum left.
Little one. How about the pepperoni one?
So
Just like
you
jerky.
have these powerful.
I have a little bit of decorum left.
50 for me and 50 for me. We'll eat
Draco
one.
Meteor.
Finally make it to a stream, but can't stay. Always love joining in and saying hi to everyone. I hope everything goes well this stream. Also, I'm gonna need to see them doggos.
If you're running these not so accurate moves,
Nope. No, I won't. Ferrari, I don't get it. I don't know why they don't give it a chance.
because you still need to take care of the Urshifu in that spot as well. So that is so tough.
But there had to be a reason. He just really must have not believed that he could do it. We got one more to get through, and then we should be at the closing ceremony.
Yeah, and I think as well,
We're less than an hour from the closing
Ray's
ceremony.
Pokemon, being able to take that helping hand, Sacred Fire.
It's been a long time since I've streamed this long.
Enough to be able to protect that Raging Bolt, and just enough time to allow it to remove the really key.
But I don't know. I don't know why he canceled. Apparently he just did not believe that he had a path to victory.
First set that's gone to 3
But
here in our bracket, and so worthy. These two were both so deserving. And
what is he talking about? Oh, in their bracket, the first to go to 3. I'm like, what are you talking about? The last one just went to 3.
There's so much yet.
All right, Euro, we'll be here.
This was just absolutely fantastic.
We're sitting here waiting for some. Just got back from a long walk. It's so hot and humid here. Do we still have a Master Division to do? Yes, Master Division is next. But guys, if you're just coming back, we did get a shiny Geodude.
Saying, okay, I just need to get my Farigiraf into a position where I'm almost giving us a false sense of security in a lot.
We got ourselves a shiny Geodude. Let's go ahead and check that thing out again.
I'm not going to lock in with this far as you said. I'm going to maybe choose Helping Hand here and there to try and get that extra damage boost. But then at the right time, just perfectly timed, was able to terastallize that Ferograph and really capitalize.
Yeah, 354
to take that into
for Cheese Puff, the Geodude. Wasn't what we were hunting as usual.
Not faltering, kind of sticking to the game plan.
354
job to get over the line with that Calyrex, taking the opportunity when it's presented to go for that.
But I'll take it. I mean, you don't get that quick of a hunt normally.
Although you're sitting in front of most of the time a Pokemon that is a
you only get shinies on that game when I'm off the stream. Mega Gastrodon would agree too. It likes spicy food. It's somewhat stubborn.
Forget about the psychic and how devastating that can be, especially when it's up to +3, +4.
I mean, what a set, and I think it's about due time that we get to hear
Favorite
from our
food
new
is
Pokemon
spicy.
World Champion and head
No
on
ribbon.
over
Look
to
at
the
that.
stage to hear from Ray himself.
There we go. I'm a fan.
I am here with your world champion, Ray Yamanaka.
So we are now, let's go ahead.
Congratulations. When you
Add our next
started your
Pokemon slot, I
journey
guess.
To Worlds, did you expect that this would be the result?
世界大会に向けていろいろと準備してきたと思うんですけども、まさか世界
Wasn't wanting a Geodude. I was afraid we were going to get the Geodude, but at least we didn't get a Cleffa. Cleffa was the only one I really didn't want.
I would be the world champion. I didn't think I'd be able to do that at all, but I'm really happy that I did.
We're so proud of you as well, and you are upholding an amazing tradition of Japanese world champions. How does it feel to be representing Japan as a world champion?
日本選手の代表として勝てたっていうことで、すごい嬉しいと感じています。
What are you yelling at? She's climbing up on you.
Yeah, I'm so happy I was able to win as a representative of Japan.
Is there anyone here cheering for you or watching
All
online that you
right.
want to say
Oh,
hello
is this the guy with the Incineroar that won it? No, he didn't have it. What, did he have an Incineroar? Come on, dog, stop. Calm down, pups. Get Cheese Poof the master rank ribbon that corresponds to Spicy. How do you get that, Dingo? Oh, wait, never mind. By doing the... I know how to do it. Never mind. Ignore
I have
me.
nothing but gratitude for everyone who supported me on this journey so far, and I will keep doing my best. In
Wolfie is in the final, right? I don't know. I haven't watched anything until the finals here. I genuinely have no idea.
Lots more Pokemon coming your way, don't we, casters? Over to you.
Wow, what
We need a slot 5-1.
finals we have had so far here on Championship Sunday, but we still have one more to show you. My name is Rosemary Kelly, and I'm joined by Lou Akjosh Chromie, and we are so excited to bring you the Masters Finals for the video game here at the 2024 Pokemon World Championships.
We're getting to the Masters.
World champion left to crown here at the 2024 Pokemon World Championships. It has been an incredible weekend of competition across all the amazing games we have here.
Oh, he is such a... He takes up so much space.
And if you've been enjoying the action that
we're
we've
gonna
had
squeeze
here so
you
far,
in a
then
little
make
bit,
sure that you are
Geodude.
signed up to get notifications. You can do that by scanning this QR code to get some email updates. Make sure you subscribe and make sure that you are all in the know about what upcoming Pokemon events and live streams and all the good
All right,
stuff
there we go,
that the Pokemon
Geodude.
Center
Welcome to the
have
team,
coming your
Cheese
way.
Puff.
You definitely want to stay informed of all of that epic Pokemon action. And speaking of
And did the
action,
Pachirisu guy make it? No, he did not make it.
Has been incredible. So let's take a
Did I miss the trailer? No, not yet, Wicked. We haven't even got to Master. They're just starting the Masters class.
Being able to be one.
I'm pulling for Luca, which means he won't
What's
win.
amazing about this Top Cup bracket as well is we actually only had one player that had found themselves in a top 8 of a World Championships before, and that was Michael Kelshi. Looked so good being able to make it into that semifinals where Yuta Ishigaki surprised I think a lot of people. When you look at the matchup on paper, you think maybe Michael is the one that's going to be able to have the advantage there, but Yuta playing so well through that semifinal to get here. Likewise on the other side though, Luca Cherrybelly, amazing player.
Yes, I think both Luca and Yuta were so dominant in their top 4 matches as well, really going on the offensive and just being in command, total control throughout the entire set. As you can see, they were both 2-0 victories as well. There was almost nothing stopping them from getting into this final.
But what stood out
All
about
right,
both
sorry
of them
guys, give
in
me
their
1
play
minute.
in the semifinals was the fact that they are just
Welcome back, Shelby.
unafraid to make some big plays to try to get that
Cap,
advantage.
can I do the
either
next
early on in
slate
a
goal?
game or
Pretty
really
please
turn
with
the
sugar
tides
on
in their
top. Sure,
favor.
if we get
So I
to
think
the
we're in for a
75
good
mark,
one,
we
Lou,
will.
as we get
We gotta
ready
get
to go
50
for
first,
the
guys.
very
If you
first
haven't
game
yet,
of this
please hit that
final
like
match of the
button.
competition.
But the first person to type in the number 7 will get 10,000 doubloons. 7 gets 10,000 doubloons.
Twice, in fact, today being the 3rd World Championship here. And there's so
Yeet
much history
got it.
being made,
Yeet
so
got
much at
it.
stake for these
It was
players.
Yeet.
The player pool was incredible. And now we're down to just 2 final competitors, and being able to see all the victorious successes and the heartbreak along the way does just show the journey that all these players have been through. And even though there are just 2 remaining, we've got to also kind of credit and remember all the players that battled them along the way.
Good job, you got it, buddy.
The World Championships.
I mean, that's a great point, because we had 694 Masters Division trainers enter into the competition on the very first day on Friday. And the fact that it's just going to be Luca and Yuta left, that is a testament to itself. This was the biggest World Championships we have ever had, and it's also the very first one we've ever had with a single restricted rule set. You've gotten a chance already to see how that has played out for the juniors and the seniors division, but just in case you're tuning in for the first time, it means that we've got one very powerful Pokemon on either side that a lot of these teams have been created around.
And it was a hot topic of discussion, right? You know, which single restricted is going to be the
Yo, what up, the Bobberson? How's it going? Yo, what up, Chaos?
That we just saw in the seniors
How are you all doing tonight?
We're kind of rocking the fit a little bit for that Pokemon choice, but it's
Who will win? My hope is my hope is Luca with his little hop hip on top of his head.
And both of those Pokemon have definitely been towards the forefront of what we would consider the meta heading into this event. Ice Rider Calyrex alongside Shadow Rider Calyrex, very consistent in terms of the damage output that it can have. With a spread type 100% accurate move, you know that your damage is always going to land. Similarly for
Cap, are you going to do more of the giveaway? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, Joker, I will. Don't worry, buddy.
Also a very powerful signature move, even though it is going to be single target. But also, how could you not love the purple dragon?
I mean, speaking of signature
I gotta
moves as
see
well,
some here.
obviously
What
the
is?
Electro Drift, so much damage coming down, but as you said, it's single
That's
target,
what it
so if
is.
you want to have those spread type moves, you can look right at the Ice Rider Calyrex that's using that Glacial Lance to deal so much
I was
destruction
wondering
on the
what was
field.
going on there.
It's really hard to avoid those attacks, obviously, as well, because they are on the more accurate scale, of course, and doubling down into both the opposing Pokemon. If Chilling Nade boosts get rolling through as well, it makes the Calyrex so formidable to deal with. So it's going to be a clash of the titans between not only the Pokemon, but 2 very esteemed Pokemon trainers as well today.
Even though we kind of expected to see Miraidon and Ice Rider Calyrex both towards the top tables of our competition, I think what's been so unique to watch is just how all of our returners actually approach
fixing little things on the stream as we go. Sorry. The Will is taunting you, is it?
A trend where Miraidon has been supported by Pokemon like Whimsicott, Farigiraf.
I am going to have to go to bed, but I want to see this E to A thing as one of the first ones to see it. I know, Chaos. Believe you me, I wish if I had known it was going to be this late, I wouldn't have streamed it, but
on the other side of things, Utah made such a creative
Purple, welcome back, Purple. Guys, also, just to throw it out there, while we're slow, I'm going to post a couple links here. The first is for our Etsy shop. We got some... Here, I'm going to turn this down real quick. We're going to have some bunch of new Pokemon candles, plus Disney candles. Mrs. Cap just spent a lot of time making all the listings, plus shirts. We've got shirts, decals. So that link right there will take you to mine and Mrs. Cap's Etsy shop. Second off, this week coming up, we have a pretty big trip, and we'll be live streaming the trip. Hold on, I gotta fix. There we go. Needed to fix that. We have a trip coming up, and I will be live streaming that trip. On Friday night, I will be live streaming to this channel right here that I'm posting the link to. You'll get to watch us go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So, Will was he sitting there, riding rides, eating food, watching parades and fireworks. Thursday night, I'll be streaming from Disney Springs to this channel. We're going to be watching a live drone show together, which I'm pretty excited for. So I just figured we'd talk about that real quick while we wait for the Master. They're getting all set up for Masters.
Legal to use in the format, it was everywhere. Oh yeah. It's so bulky, but now that it has a Quark Drive and you get a chance to have that attack boost.
Yes, you are, Joker.
Significant amount of damage to shore up the matchups in a way that maybe the Miraidon can't necessarily do all by itself.
Guys, we should spam membership gifts when he gets off rides, but don't tell him.
the evolution there is you look at Ice Rider Calyrex.
Well, sadly, on that channel, I don't have memberships unlocked yet. I need to hit 500 subs. 500 subs and 3,000 hours. When's Donald's Soil Yourself Scary Halloween Party? I wish that was a thing. But we might be doing a live stream at Halloween Horror Nights once. Not sure yet. Halloween Horror Nights is pretty scary for me. Yeah, just turn that off because that's just gonna keep going off. Yes, this dude has Whimsicott. The grand finals right here, guys.
Let's get right into your video game.
You know it's canon that Donald Duck is a Navy vet with PTSD? I actually did know that.
From Italy, Luca Ceribelli.
Hey, he's from Italy with the name Luca, but it's a CA.
Oh, lame.
And from Japan, Yuta Ishigaki.
Utah is walking out there with a fire. He is like hyped. He's walking. Look at them swinging them arms. What time is the announcement? I'm getting tired. It's probably in about 40 minutes. The closing ceremony is in 40 minutes.
Very good. What about you? How confident?
All right, Chaos. We'll get some sleep.
All right, that's a good answer too. Let's
I am also getting tired, but I've made it this far. I've watched VGC, which I've never really watched much. Utah. His name is Utah. They even said Utah.
To get ready to go for this World Championships. So exciting because Lou, we're going to be crowning a new
But yeah, we can't unlock memberships on the new channel until we hit 500.
Definitely want to see them play, and it sounds like the crowd does as well. It has been such a journey for these trainers to be able to get through to the world stage. And
The captions called him Utah. Isn't that what they said his name was, or was it Yuta?
There can be so much history,
Yuta?
so much at stake to be made here.
Okay.
And there's so much support for them in the audience.
See, I just saw the captions. They called him Utah. That's funny.
With Sierra, so let's hear from them about their support for these competitors.
Thank you so much, you two. I am here with friends of our finalists. A few words, so I'm hoping to dive a little bit deeper. I have Arash Hamadi and Hugh Mahara. One question each. I want to know, do you think Luca is ready to become a world champion?
I think so. Like, before the tournament, I knew he was...
This guy looks like he hasn't slept in days.
I didn't know if he was the best, but like after...
Not him, his brother who's talking.
In day one,
oh God,
like,
he looks like he's got these bags under his eyes. The guy wearing the white shirt didn't bring a plushie. Oh, come on, Luca. I'm still rooting for you. You have my kid's name, but come on, no plushie.
Guys, we got to make sure we got a lot of noise in here for our finals. But of course,
I can tell you're getting tired. You used yawn on me.
Ready to become a world champion?
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. We really never stream this late unless it's one of those streams where I have like 200 people in, and we haven't had one of those in about a month, so... Well, not a month, but, well, getting close to it. I think the last big stream was Christmas in July.
Tell him to do his best.
So close to a month since we had one of those monster
Let's
streams.
not waste any more time to head back on over to our casters.
If you're enjoying VGC, I highly recommend watching Woofy VGC's channel. He's really good at explaining reasoning for what he does. That's interesting. I might have to look that up because I never really wanted to take the time, but I'm not a little interested.
Here in the first place. On your left, you have Yuta Ishigaki, who came into this event with just so much experience playing the video game, over 10 plus years having actually played this game, and also came in as one of the favorites from the Japan national circuit.
Exactly, so much consistency in recent times, as well as having
Yawn has no effect on me. My ability is insomnia, not me. Every time I yawn, I'm getting more tired. I watched a few of his vids and really got into it myself. Capitan, I have to check it out. I will definitely check it out.
World Championships, he finished top 64. The following Worlds in 23 finished in the top 32, and then has gone even further here in 24 to be at least second place. And who knows, in a matter of minutes, we might find out if he's going to get the #1 spot. But also more recently at the Bologna special event in Europe, was able to get.
I thought he just said the Bologna special in Europe. Swore she just said the Bologna special in Europe.
Absolutely.
Watch him say that now and be a finalist at next year's Worlds.
What do you think is going to
I'm so hyped for the Z-8 announcement to happen. Me too. Now see, Luca has the hop hip on his head here, but did not bring the hop hip on stage. Like, why? Yuta has an Among Us plushie, which I don't like.
Because I think there's so many different things that Luca can do in order to win this match, but right now the onus is on Yuta.
I feel like the special streams do really good. I remember the first Miss Cap takeover had a lot of people. Yeah, the special streams do well. But even my birthday stream this month wasn't big. It's really based on the YouTube algorithm. If YouTube doesn't put, if YouTube's not pushing me out to new people, it doesn't really do great. And that's just how it goes. Oh, he did bring a plushie? I didn't see the plushie.
Yeah, but the Ice Rider Calyrex, it has been a little bit underrated as we've taken a look at maybe some of the online tournaments heading into this weekend, as a lot of our trainers tried to prepare for the very best of the tournament. But now I think for Yuta, this has just been such an accomplished Pokemon for him. One thing though, that Yuta has not faced yet, despite all of the preparation.
Wait, that is, oh yeah, it is a Skiploom. You're right.
Yet to face a Miraidon.
I still don't see the plushie. I see the
experience in the entire tournament. Here are the finals.
Maybe we just have a bad. I hope there'll be a trailer for Z or announcement for this. Yeah, I hope either one of those will be awesome. I think I'm crazy having playing on both. Yeah, Captain, they did say there was going to be exciting announcements at the end. Last year, the announcements were like DLC related, and the year before that was the they showed terrestrialization and the starter types. I think I can't remember.
Those one game sets.
I don't think we're gonna see gameplay Euro. I don't think gameplay will be there.
What kind of game plan you want to go for, but this is certainly a team that can really try to throw people off guard with. When we take a look at Ice Rider Calyrex teams, we really have seen.
Look, another Landorus Incarnate. This guy's running the Landorus Incarnate too. Everybody was talking about how the Therian version is Therian version is the way to go, but everybody's running the Incarnate.
Exactly, but Yuta does still have a lot of speed options here. You have very speedy Pokemon in the form of the Iron Valley, and particularly when it gets that booster energy activated, as well as the Landorus with the Choice Scarf. So you have the two fastest things out of this composition of 12 Pokemon that could be in this battle. You also have the utility to go for Trick Room in the form
They
of
showed the starter
so
types
really
and learned the options were fire, water, and grass.
To have to adapt to that very early on in turn 0.
And on Luca's side with this Miraidon, again, a very classic composition around this particular Pokemon.
Why does the guy have two men on his team as well as a robot? I don't know. Maybe he has a type. Ooh, this is the first person to use Ogerpon. This is our first Ogerpon trainer. And Whimsicott.
It swings and roundabouts of the electric type Pokemon here. Miraidon on the very fast and offensive side. Iron Hands a little
Guarantee right now, if he wins, that Whimsicott becomes a mystery gift.
And you can see here, perfect preparation.
If he wins,
who heard from earlier, winning back in 2013, could Luca be winning here for Italy in 2024?
Let's go ahead and find out, everybody, as we jump into the very first game of the Masters Finals of the 2024.
100%. If he wins, that Whimsicott's a mystery gift. And this is the first time. Wow, he's got a lot of first timers. We haven't seen Pelipper. It says Hershey Poo. Instead of Urshifu, it said Hershey Poo. It said Hershey Poo. It says Hershey Poo. Oh, that was incredible. Hershey Poo. Oh my god. I need to get another Urshifu, and his name will be Hershey Poo. Oh my god, that's incredible. Hershey Poo. Oh my god.
The Urshifu on Luca's side as well, having that focus sash gives it a little bit of flexibility. You can apply a lot of pressure with something like the surging strikes, particularly.
Oh my god, that was funny. Hershey Poo. That's my favorite Pokemon, Hershey Poo.
It does have a focus sash, dash, so it's going to be able to withstand one of those hits as well. Before the
guys, the next person to post the number 9 in the chat will get 10,000 doubloons. The number 9 for 10,000 doubloons.
Hopefully able to take these hits also. You see the attack boost come through from this Quark drive.
Euro got it.
Yes, the Iron Hands
and yes, you should watch it.
Holding that assault vest, so it's going to be able to, you know, withstand a decent amount of the special attack that the opposing Landorus is able to throw its way. But it is going to go for that defensive Tera type into the Ghost typing here, as well as Pelipper does use its wings to give a helping hand to the Landorus.
This is one way that the
Pelipper
can bypass some of these speed interactions, just be able to help out as the sludge bomb.
Pelipper is one of the most common rain styles. Let's see. Wow, this is already looking good. He's going to take out Landorus right here.
He gets to do for this game number 1 as it goes down.
Fantastic play.
Wow.
One hit KO, removing this threatening Landorus from play. I love the way Luca was able to pivot this in here. From Utah's side.
All right, Luca, there you go.
Maridon is going to go for the Tera Fairy. So then it's going to be a lot more vulnerable to something like the Sludge Bomb coming through from the Landorus. So a fantastic switch by
Hershey Poo takes out the Landorus in one hit.
To come through and get that damage on the board.
It's going to
Hershey Poo with the one-hit KO.
Think about that, right? Is that Tera going to come through? Are you actually going to see a switch? And so both of them really having to make that quick decision. But where do we go from here, Lou? Because right now, Utah is going to be down one Pokemon and critically down the Tera. It's gone.
That's very true, and it's going to be interesting to see which Pokemon Utah has.
I'm not used to having my headphones on so long, it's making my head itch.
You can start getting into a position where you might be able to set up the trick.
You got like cradle cap going on over here. The head dent. Cap, I bet they ain't sponsored by Mr. Beast, the name Hershey Poo. Probably.
Just to be able to boost up some extra damage, or at the same time,
well, you can't use. Can you use Kyogre?
Yeah, but the problem here is that because that Tera is gone.
Well, if you use Kyogre, then you can't use another one of like a Maridon or the
Luca is going to remove the
Calyrex
from the field in favor of that Maridon. So what is going to happen on this next turn as you see the Hadron Engine activate once again, and Calyrex is also going to get out of there.
It's a little bit of a bait here actually as Amoonguss joins the field. So we do see this kind of slower mode in the back that was kept for Utah as the fake out
oh wow, that was actually really smart to pull that Calyrex.
Pelipper does go for that weather ball, is going to be bringing the water type attack down into
Iron Hands holds it, so that should be
not quite enough. But now this Amoonguss is on the field, while it's not going to be able to go for something like the Spore because the electric terrain is active, none of these Pokemon will be able to get put to sleep.
This is interesting. So yeah, so if you have Kyogre, you can't have like a
the Rage Powder if it wants to. That's what we see with this Pelipper switching off the field.
This is what Utah wants though. You want to make sure that you have the Calyrex next to the Amoonguss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I'm learning. I'm picking things up. I knew he was restricted and you could only use him and you couldn't use another. Wow, there goes the Amoonguss.
That's going to be another knockout here for Luca as Utah, just like that, is down to his 2.
Look at Yuta's face. You can already see Yuta is not happy.
Electric terrain, not only is he going to be able to get a boost from that, but you're also going to see that massive.
Yeah, you sacrifice
the recoil though.
The Iron Hands.
Eliminate this Iron Hands from this game, but there's still so many.
Here comes Hershey Poo, another Hershey Poo.
Honestly, Luca has played this so well. Losing the Iron Hands is actually a benefit.
Miss Cap versus Mr. Cap in Pokemon battle. Yeah, we'll have to do that one day.
2 more turns of electric terrain as well from Maridon to play around.
Me too. I'd pay money to watch that. We'll do that one time.
Luca's gonna take game 1.
Wow, he just called it. Luca wins game 1. But every single one of my picks is 1-1 match. Yeah, so the restricted are all the box legends, Mewtwo, Calyrex, Terrapagos. Yeah, that's what I'm learning. Yo, what up, Planet Ed? How's it going, buddy?
In the dominant speed tier, just able to apply so much pressure with
what up?
It wants to throw its way. Things were looking very dire for Utah. I have to say, coming into
I don't trust people who play at this level and don't name their Pokemon. Yeah, like why don't you nickname your Pokemon? If you're this level, where's the nicknames? I tell you what, the Hershey Poo just did nothing this whole match though.
Would have already gained so much momentum, but Luca not enabling that for him here. Instead, switching in the Iron Hands and getting the
Hershey Poo KOing the Landorus.
Storm, you're still doing a critical amount of damage to both Pokemon, and
I do love that it keeps saying Utah instead of Utah.
That have been a bit more to go for in that.
Oh, does it remove the nicknames from the stream, really?
And also just start to chip away at either the Miraidon or this Iron Hands that switched in.
I think you make a very valid point there, actually, because as you've said, if the Iron Hands comes in,
oh, well, that's lame.
Vest, but it is still not going to appreciate taking a Sanseer Storm, and you know that you have the accuracy as well with Pelipper on the field. So going into this game too, considering that Luca is
Luca has a chance to make this one quick. The closing ceremony is in 25 minutes.
Make sure that if you are bringing those powerful Pokemon like the Landorus, for example, that you're making those turn calls correct.
We did
Look
not
how
get a
packed
chance
that
to
place
see Trick
is.
Room get utilized in that first game. Wonder if that is a strategy that Utah could potentially rely upon in order to get an upper hand in some way. We don't necessarily know how the Iron Hands and the Calyrex Ice Rider would fare against each other.
We didn't even get to see the Whimsicott. I thought the Whimsicott was going to be a star, and we didn't even get to see the Whimsicott.
One option that you could see Utah try to rely upon.
I would almost like to see the Calyrex coming out here with the Pelipper you can provide.
All right, I'm calling it now. Oh, they just said a Calyrex with the Pelipper.
Weather Ball deals some big damage out on the field and enable Calyrex to get that Trick Room set up. You can also support with very powerful offensive Pokemon like the Landorus to try and get a knockout.
Oh god, Yeet just said Whimsicott has too much aura.
Lots of options, but let's see what the
That's some Sigma aura, buddy.
There's going to be an adjustment here from Luca as we do get a chance
Oh, we get a shiny Iron Valiant.
here for Utah. It is going to be
And our first see we get to see Ogerpon.
his Landorus. Utah is not slowing
All
down.
right,
Instead,
all
he's
right.
on the speedy side here. You've got the Iron Valiant on the field with the boost that it's going to get from Quark Drive. Now it's going to be extra speedy, and you have the Choice Scarf on this Landorus.
I'm gonna run
Iron
over
Valiant's
Dog's
gonna be
head.
the
Khaleesi,
fastest
move
thing
your
on the
head.
field.
And that Landorus
Khaleesi,
is not too
I'm gonna
far
hit you.
behind it either. And
I'm
so
gonna run you
now
over, baby.
Luca's gonna have to figure out what to actually go for here. With this Iron Valiant,
I don't think we're gonna get the.
that is one way that you can start
I
to
don't.
control a bit of the special attack output from this.
Well, that's our first Ogerpon view.
Remove the terrain, so it's always going to keep that Hadron Engine boost to its special attack.
Robot and man versus Grashhound and Robo Puppy. God, I hate Landorus.
Iron Valiant to provide in terms of support.
It's going to be tempting to go for the Spirit Break though, to kind of force the terrestrialization on the opposing Miraidon.
Oh, it is. The Hershey Poo is the YouTube subtitle for Urshifu.
Redirection. You do see the terrestrialization come through.
Every time she says Urshifu, it says Hershey Poo.
Fairy type in the form of Miraidon here. Something like a Dazzling Gleam would deal a significant chunk of damage. It's going to be some redirection coming in for the Ogerpon, just going to save it from taking a Spirit Break and lowering its special attack.
Well, the Spirit Break into the Ogerpon is going to do just a little bit of damage, is resisted though, and that special attack drop not going to matter on this physically offensive threat, but it is going to be the
wow, there goes. There goes Ogerpon.
End of the day, but the most important thing is that this Miraidon is going to be alive, and also with
There goes the Iron Valiant though.
Switch to the Iron Valiant, which is a one-hit knockout.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know it could learn Follow Me, honestly.
Which will mean a Pokemon has to come into the fruition, but then because you have had that other partner removed, you can also bring a second Pokemon into play. It's going to be the Iron Hands. So we know that Fake Out potential is on the field, as well as once again boosting up that Quark Drive and boosting the attack of the Iron Hands.
All right.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Two Future Paradox Pokemon in this match, but it's going to be the Iron Hands that continues to prevail
here
above
comes
all right now.
Do you know what I wonder though is if Utah is now going to completely switch things up here.
Here comes the Fairgraph, right?
Now you have the utility to bring in something
Calyrex the Treasure Hunter.
Ice Rider, and you have the offensive pressure from something like the Landorus that could go for a lot of damage right now.
Right out to the Miraidon.
Pokemon. If you've got the Calyrex in play, you can try and get the Trick Room, and if there is indeed something like the Amoonguss in the back as well, that could be a fantastic endgame state for Utah.
It could be, but
all right, let's see what goes here. Lag?
Before it can potentially
You
get
get
a
lag,
decent
babe?
amount
No.
of damage out. You look at the Landorus with this Sludge Bomb.
Okay, yeah, I'm not getting any notifications of lag yet. Yes, that Valiant was shiny. I have some Pokemon in Scarlet Violet with names that wouldn't be allowed in names in those games.
It's why this Tera is going to be so important to have preserved.
I don't think Poo would be an issue. I don't think they'd have a problem with Poo.
Tera on the Landorus could be good as well though, because you know Fake Out's on the field with the Iron Hands. You're locked into Sludge Bomb, and you're going to be able to do a significant chunk of damage to the opposing Miraidon here. If you do indeed go for something like the Ghost Terror, then you can avoid being hit by that Fake Out. But the Grass Terrestrialization is also a key component. A lot of decisions here for Utah.
A lot of decisions and not a whole lot of time to do it, as he is down a game in this set.
Yep, here comes the grass Tera.
Is going to become your world champion, so it comes down to this. The Ice Rider Calyrex going to take on that grass terastization.
Yep, there's the grass Tera.
Can get through and survive some of this damage, and that this Trick Room is going to be the exact environment that it wants to be in. But as there's going to be a fake out here, this Ice Rider Calyrex is not going to be able to get a chance to move as a Slud Bomb in return. Definitely not enough to knock out this Miraidon. So
here comes the Draco Meteor. There goes Landorus. There goes Landorus.
That is going to be Luca one step closer.
Oh, I think Luca's got this.
Luca at this point in time, you needed the helping hand to be able to get the KO with that Sludge Bomb. It just wasn't enough without a critical hit to completely deactivate this Miraidon on the field. Fantastic play from Luca here. And you
there goes Landorus.
Well.
I think he's got it. I think Luca's got it.
In his bid to become the world champion, Trick Room is not in play. However, Amoonguss can now go for a little bit of redirection. You know the opposing Miraidon is
though Amoonguss has caused problems. Like from the matches we've watched, Amoonguss has caused problems.
If you are able to actually get this Trick Room set up, then it is
Whimsicott is carrying via his presence. His aura is helping boost everybody.
And you will be able to
got that aura.
Some of these glacial lances. As Miraidon does go for a Draco Meteor though into the Amoonguss, it's going to do a decent amount of damage.
And no redirection coming through here.
There goes the Amoonguss. Oh, Amoonguss! Oh, it holds on! Oh my God!
Yuta still has 2 Pokemon remaining on the field. It did not go for the redirection. It goes for the Pollen Puff. Has Calyrex's back. And if Calyrex is going for the Trick Room, it flips the match on its head.
Oh my God!
Now the speeds are going to be in control potentially for this Ice Rider Calyrex.
Oh my God!
How it's going to fare against
so Amoonguss is going to get taken out. I don't imagine he pulls the Amoonguss and wastes a turn.
And in some situations, can indeed match that Calyrex in form. So we're going to have to see exactly how these trainers have trained
that Amoonguss holding. Oh my God, it holding is just insane. Holding with 2 HP. That may have saved Yuta.
If anything, Amoonguss here needs to maybe, I think, only go for the redirection. You've got Clear Smog, but I don't think that's going to do too much. Although into the Miraidon, it might be enough.
It might be enough, absolutely. But
there's the Clear Smog, like they said, into the Iron Hands.
Iron Hands is going to take a very pitiful amount of damage there. And as it goes for the Drain Punch now, it is going to get a little bit of recoil thanks to hitting into the Rocky Helmet.
And it went before the Calyrex as well. So able to get a little bit of damage back. This could be indicative of how they are trained indeed. Of course, Amoonguss does go down. And now Calyrex has the utility to go for that.
All right, this is it. Calyrex. Wow.
One way to do it. You get a KO and you will get the Chilling Neigh boost as well. But Miraidon is yet to move.
It is yet to move,
man.
But it is at -4 special attack. So it may be, as long as this is not going to be a critical hit, it is going to just do a little bit of damage at a time. Now that Miraidon is at -6.
Well, Calyrex is his last, right?
Going to come in as that 4th and final here for
wow. Yeah, I don't think.
Not what you want to see. If you are the Calyrex here, not
yeah, I'm sorry, Yuta's done for.
But it is rocking that foul play, and as your attack boost from Chilling Neigh get higher and higher, foul play's potential gets bigger and bigger. Calyrex going for the Glacial Lance. However, this is going to be enough to get the KO on Miraidon, but for Rigoraph, no, it's going to have to take another one of those.
It's going to have to take another one, and it's going to have to survive another attack coming in from this Rigoraph. And so, as we see the Chilling Neigh boost come up one more time, it's going to be even more detrimental as the foul play goes into the Calyrex.
Oh,
hanging on. It is now a 1v1.
But
Calyrex is going to move first. It's a single target down.
That's it. He got him. He held out. Wow. Oh, I thought this was going to be done. That Amoonguss holding on with 2 HP. Oh my God, that saved him. Oh my God, that was crazy. That was insane. Absolutely insane.
So much to take away from the last couple of turns of that game. As we ended up seeing the Trick Room get
oh my God, that Amoonguss saved him.
First in Trick Room.
2 HP on that Amoonguss.
From that game. Trick Room was honestly very interesting here. Not only with the speeds, like you said, with the Iron Hands and the Calyrex interesting, but the key thing for me was that Amoonguss. It was able to hang on 2 hit points remaining. That was the completely pivotal thing, and you can see the celebration there from Yuta, knowing that that was clutch to be able to close out the end game. But also, I love the turn where he set up the Trick Room and did not go for the redirection, instead going, okay, Luca, if he goes down into the opposing Calyrex, then it's over anyway. But if he doubles down into this Amoonguss and I allow it to have the Pollen Puff boost, that's exactly what Calyrex
because that's what always happens,
well.
Joker.
So fantastic to see that
coming.
Hey, I mean,
you could see just how much
Kyle, this is why they're the best. What up, Pumpkin God? How's it going, buddy?
I mean, there you go. Even just being
it's why they're the best. That's we're being gifted a game 3 is the way you gotta look at it.
Get the knockout there. And so as this Iron Hand gets to go for another attack, it has to take that high horsepower, ends up getting knocked out for all of its troubles. But then we
gotta look at it as we're getting gifted a game 3. These guys have been crushing it. That was definitely a comeback. That Amoongus held him like.
Honestly, that can be so detrimental.
He should have switched into Whimsicott to get the spark. Yeah.
35 hit points remaining, and I would be so interested
well,
to go
now if Yuta wins, it's going to be the Amoongus that we get.
Towards the end. Farigiraf goes down though, the single target doing that extra bit of damage to push it over the edge as well as obviously having had the boost just
dude, your focus is off, dude. There you go. You were trying to do a really cool shot and your focus just was not there. See what I mean? He was like, he was trying to focus on the Pokemon logo while blur, you know. Oh, rip, my cinema doesn't show Deadpool until late tonight during my D&D game. Lame. Pizza. Oh man, I could crush a pizza right now. I'm actually starving right now. I ate dinner like 5 hours ago and I'm feeling it.
Just a little bit better, but Lou, everybody, let's get ready as game.
All right, here we go. Look at all the pyrotechnics on the stage, babe. Look at all the pyro. I think if Amoongus wins, he'll be the first Pokemon to win 4 World Championship. Probably. I think every winning team has had him.
Both of them on the field right now. It kind of forces your hand. What sort of mode would you potentially want to go for? And let's not forget that this Iron Valiant has the opportunity to go for coaching that would help to increase the attack stat of this Ice Rod Calyrex right away.
I mean, if you go for the Tera Grass as well on that Calyrex Ice Rod, you're in a difficult spot here. It means you will resist the electric type attacks from the opposing Miraidon. Draco Meteor will be neutral, but you are fearing that opposing Ogerpon. If it wants to go for that fire type Ivy Cudgel, it is going to be dealing a huge chunk of damage.
Shameful how Little Caesars went from $5 class to $6.50 classic. Yeah, but you know what? I don't normally get the classic anyways. I get their extra most bestest. I love all the extra cheese. Yo, good night, Aaron. Have an awesome night. Gold, dude. I haven't eaten since like 2 p.m. at the Lace. I'm ready to eat. I don't blame you, dude. I could eat Pizza the Hut right now, dude. I could crush some Pizza the Hut. Cap, use DoorDash to get some food. No, I got food here, and I ain't spending any extra money the rest of this week. We got our trip this weekend, and we're gonna be eating all kinds of food. Already go with the Trick Room? Oh no, okay. Here comes the Draco Meteor. Oh! Oh! There's the Trick Room. Oh, Calyrex holding on. Yo, what up, Miss Dragon? What's up, buddy? Oh my God. Let's go, Luca.
Allow it to try and go for something in return here. You could always maybe switch out with something like the Amoongus.
Man, I don't know. You need to get that Calyrex off the field. Calyrex has done nothing but wreck everybody. Yuta might win. Dude, that Calyrex holding on. I think he will.
May not necessarily be able to get a big knockout onto.
Will it one-shot Miraidon? Yeah, absolutely. Which is why you pull it out.
It is going to retreat, and instead, it is going to be.
He's going to sacrifice Iron Hands.
So let's see what happens from here after we see this attack boost for the Iron Hands.
Well, Yuta doesn't necessarily want to see this Iron Hands. We know that it has the potential to be faster in Trick Room against that Calyrex, and with the very low HP remaining, it's got something like a fake.
Here comes Landorus. No, Pelipper.
Pelipper joining the field, though, bringing that rain is just going to enable none of these fire-type attacks to deal as much damage, but Ogerpon playing defensively and going for that Spiky Shield.
Spiky Shield means that you are actually going to have it on the field a little bit longer. It's going to deny a boost.
Wow, that saved that from that one.
Attack, but as it's going to be the Iron Hands that has to take its place. It has the Assault Fist. It doesn't necessarily have a way to boost up its defenses, so that's over 50%.
All right.
It's going to take from a single Glacial Lance.
If I'm the
All right, let's see.
I've got a decision to make. Do you go for the Fake Out into the Calyrex, or does the Calyrex protect? And then you wouldn't go for the Fake Out into the Pelipper, because if you leave the Calyrex
I'm getting into it.
It's going to do a huge chunk of damage. But if you leave
Calyrex is a real deal. You see him on, it's pay to win. Yeah, I won't disagree.
Even into the opposing Ogerpon.
That's that's why we're going to see the Amoonguss actually end up taking this Pelipper's place instead, and the Calyrex smartly protecting
itself.
Have to fear a fake out. Fake out does go into the Amoonguss though, so now that you see that come through, it's going to be a little bit more rocky helmet recoil, and the Ivy Cudgel going into the.
Well, Iron Hands is going to get KO'd with its next hit.
Sacrificing a ton of Trick Room to switch up the ball
Yeet YOLO. Spiky Shield doesn't do damage, I don't think. Oh, you meant the recoil damage.
Particularly with the rain in play, it gives it a little bit more defensive
Never mind.
support, or at the
I know
same
what you
time,
mean.
can go for that redirection.
Ignore me.
You know that the Iron Hands only has single target type attacks, so you can draw them in. Obviously, the Ogerpon, however, being a grass type, is not going to be affected by that Rage Powder, so it makes things difficult.
It does make it difficult, meaning that if you try to redirect away something like an Ivy Cudgel, or even just a Woodhammer, this Calyrex is already not going to be sitting at a very healthy amount of HP. So as you head
when they both still have their Hershey poos left too. Yeah, Dingo, that's what.
Nice to see
oh, it doesn't count if it's special. Okay.
On the Ogerpon here, dropping his grass type and just becoming a fully fledged fire type in this rain on the field here, trying to maybe use that embody aspect to boost up the attack stat and get rid of this Amoonguss.
Would be nice, but the Amoonguss going for the Rage Powder means it's going to work because it did get rid of that brass typing. So it's going to draw this attention away from this.
Wow.
As it also has to take the low kick. Another little bit of chip damage down to this Iron Hands as the Glacial Lance.
There goes Iron Hands.
Targets. The Iron Hands is definitely going to go down, and the Ogerpon, now that it has removed that grass typing, it still only takes about half of that damage.
It's still going to be vulnerable though, considering that's another chilling nade.
This is crazy.
Has got the Ivy Cudgel going to come through in the rain down into this opposing Amoonguss. It's going to be able to hit hard.
All right, there goes the Amoonguss.
Ooh, the knockout even through the rain. That is what you can see from just this embody aspect attack boost. Really trying.
And Calyrex is one hit away from going down too.
To bring in something else, and this Calyrex in Trick Room is still going to be
Pelipper, the reliable partner. I love it.
But it's going to be the Farigiraf now that's going to take this Iron Hands' place.
This gets very interesting now. You've got the defense boost coming through from the Electric Sea, but you've also got Pelipper, generally on the slower side Pokemon-wise on the field. But whether the Pelipper or the Farigiraf are going to be able to move first could be critical here.
Oh, here we go.
Position to target down something like a
Calyrex has to protect 100%, but what's Pelipper do then? Like go after Ogerpon?
Ivy, Glacial Lancers, maybe doubled up from the Pelipper, could be enough to get the KO. You have got the other boost. Ogerpon may go down to another Glacial Lance.
This is the last turn of Trick Room though, so we are going to have to see you to try to make
Logan, I'm glad you were enjoying it.
All of these boosts intact, even the
I was going to keep Jangmo for an extra day, but I was like, no, let's...
For something like another
the views were pretty high on it. People enjoyed it, so...
On the Ogerpon, there's no way that Farigiraf can actually terrasilize to a water tip to try to resist some of this damage. So we see the
another Spiky Shield
here. Very safe play to make sure that it will be one of the fastest things outside of this Trick Room. So when we do see this attack,
let's see. Will Farigiraf?
It's not going to end up attacking into the Ogerpon there. But critically, we also don't see a helping hand from this Pelipper. But the Farigiraf going.
There goes the foul play. There goes the Calyrex. I don't know why I didn't protect it.
I mean, I don't know if there's too much that it can do here. The foul play removing the restricted here. Pelipper was going for the weather ball. It is finding its mark down onto that Farigiraf.
There goes the Farigiraf. Oh. But here comes Miraidon.
Forced to their last two remaining Pokemon.
They're definitely going to pull out Miraidon.
And it's going to be the Miraidon joining the
Miraidon and Iron Valiant. Oh. And the rain ends in one turn.
It's going to be coming back in for Yuta, which outside of Trick Room, now that that's expired, is going to be faster than this Miraidon, especially because Miraidon is going to reset the electric terrain as it comes back in.
That's very true, giving a natural Quark Drive boost to this Iron Valiant. And as you said already as well, the terrestrialization has been used on that Ogerpon, so there's no fairy terrestrialization that can come through from this Miraidon. I have to say, though, the one thing for Ogerpon here is that
Kelly is useless that low without Trick Room, and it was ending that turn. Yep. That's very true. 50 likes has been hit. Who did I say could do 75?
You could go for something like a Dazzling Gleam, but there is the potential of a White Guard on the opposing side. So I think
do I try to get Shiny Chi-Yu? Well, yeah. Go for it. Try, buddy.
I think it might be time to see it as well. We saw how much the Volt Switch from the Miraidon did into the Iron Valiant before, so we know that an Electric Drift would certainly be able to get the knockout as well. Yuta still hasn't used Tera though, and there is a very good defensive Tera, but you take a look at this Pelipper being able to terrestrialize.
They're both down to their last two, and they're both pretty, I mean, Ogerpon's hurting.
That are coming its way. So I think as you have got the terrestrialization in your back pocket, Yuta needs to unveil it now.
Yep, here's the Terrastal.
It's going to be a terrestrialization into potentially one of the final turns of this Masters Finals. The Pelipper going to take that grass typing, a great way to be able to resist these electro type attacks from this Miraidon, but you do make yourself a bit vulnerable
with
to
the Ogre Pawn. Yeah, I don't.
Helping hand though into this Iron Valiant. Do we end up seeing a redirection though from this Ogre Pawn? And yes,
there it is.
It is going to redirect away this attack.
Oh.
Is still going to be able to come through. Spirit Break, fastest thing on the field, connects down into the Ogre Pawn.
Oh, the Ogre Pawn hold. Oh, that was brilliant. The follow me was brilliant.
The Electro Drift into this Iron Valiant is going to be.
Oh, he got him.
You see the headset come off, and Yuta knows.
That's it.
Might just be all she wrote.
Yuta has no chance. There's no way Pelipper.
To try to get through this game, but the rain has
There's nothing Yuta can do. That's it. He gave up.
As we see the forfeit locked in, we gotta see Luca.
Oh wow!
2024 Pokemon World Champion. Italy.
Luca is the master. Wow.
World champion. The flames are ablaze.
Wow, absolutely insane finish. Finally one I picked one.
An encore of applause is completely deserving for our champion and the Pokemon who gave him the helping hand to victory.
I'd already told Hellblade they could do it.
It is so fantastic to see Luca join the ranks of these incredible world
Wow.
champions that we have seen come before him. This is a player
Wow,
that
what
so
a crazy
hard for this moment in 2023, being able to have
what a crazy final.
all those top 16s that he's been able to have, the top 8s, getting a second even.
I don't think there really was any question that Luca.
Made it to this World Championships, and he's done
I can't think of it off the top of my head, Pumpkin God, honest to God. What an insane finale.
That was such a beautiful celebration coming through from Luca. At the end of the European season in Bologna, got second place, so close to number 1, and you can see
Absolute insanity to finish.
stage after celebrating with his friends who really were the true play. He made
Wow, I'm just.
as some incredible Pokemon play.
That was actually fun watching.
We have to say as well to Yuta Ishigaki, fantastic play, so much offensive pressure coming through.
I actually enjoyed watching it. I thought I was going to be upset that we sat around and watched it, but I'm not. I don't regret it. That was fun. I learned a lot. I definitely learned a lot watching closing ceremonies right at the time for the closing ceremony.
Very interesting picks that in theory.
I like Keldeo. I don't know. I wish Keldeo. I want a shiny. Give me shiny Keldeo.
Super effective damage or force a Tera. You also just have this Iron Valiant that has thrown a spanner in the works for a lot of the players that he's faced already. But Luca, very calm, cool, collected, and also not afraid to take those risks, like switching in that Iron Hands for that very first game, thinking there's a sled.
Yeah, that was a very sick ending. Like, and things happened like that at the end there.
And I think although Yuta had so many key pieces that could apply a lot of pressure to Luca, he stayed composed throughout. And actually, it's not just about the Pokemon on the field. Sometimes you have to play the player as well. And I feel like Luca,
I don't know how you got the shiny Mew twice in a row.
was writing and was constantly able to adapt. That turn 1 play at the beginning.
Yo, what up, the boss? And you are correct. What a finals. That was an absolute insane finish.
As well as going through the rest of the set.
It is almost 11:30 here. I am tired, but we're gonna sit. They said closing ceremonies. There'd be some announcements, so the closing ceremonies are supposed to start in 3 minutes. And they've been pretty good about keeping their schedule.
Just so stellar in terms of the play we got a chance to see from him. But let's go ahead and relive some of these.
I thought that Calyrex holding on that Draco Meteor, I thought that was it.
But Yuta was able to start to kind of mobilize through these trick room turns.
Man, Ogre Pawn with the spiky shield was clutch too.
Applying a lot of pressure, getting those chilling nade boosts as well. But the critical thing, I think,
so who is the mystery gift we're getting out of this? It's not going to be the Miraidon. The Whimsicott won't be in there. Is it going to be the Fairgra? The giraffe? Yeah, Dingo. I said the same thing when they called out the. I was like, why Stellar? I did not get that at all. I did not get that decision at all. You think they'll give away an Iron Hands?
that he ended up terrestrializing it
The
to
fairground,
this
yeah.
fire type and actually
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll give us the
It
Farafara.
was still able to withstand
The
so many
Janine
of these attacks,
Garofalo.
particularly that glacial lance, to know that it could be
The Hershey Poo.
at the very end to remove
Give
the
us
biggest
Hershey Poo.
threat. That Iron Valiant no longer
I'm gonna clip
able to
that
go
into
for
a
something
short.
like that super effective spirit break.
Yeah,
and
guys,
this
let's
is amazing.
celebrate
If there was
Luca's
gonna be one
victory here with
person that could
a
potentially get through this
puppy
really
cam.
unique
What do you guys
matchup,
say?
it
A
was
puppy cam?
Luca, and congratulations to him.
Finally, somebody I picked won.
Let's hear it for your world champion.
Give oops.
Luca, I know it's very fresh in
There,
your mind,
Moosey.
but what do you think will stick out as the most memorable moment?
All right, who we got here? Big Mama. Big Mama jump. It was Mama.
Trevor doesn't want to eat my finger.
Just the moment
You gotta get boobs.
There's Drogo. Utah's Hershey Poo. That's right, Dingo.
Right now, just the screen saying I won the last game. So
There's your puppy cam to celebrate me finally getting one right.
All the memories.
Whimsicott's aura presence carried the entire thing. That's right. It had that Sigma aura.
The moment for me was right after when I was able to celebrate with my friends, which is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it must be overwhelming.
That's so
We
exciting.
know you have put in so much work. You've had
Guys,
other
hope you
top
enjoyed that
finishes.
puppy cam. Now we sit and wait.
There are people out here who are thinking, you know what, I want to be like that.
Now we sit and wait, and hopefully we see the trailer and we get to discuss the trailer
To be honest,
before the end of the night.
very unexpected for me as well. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to say what.
Amoongus didn't win, so I'm happy. 3 championships is still the best for a Pokemon and player. Yeah. I really love her dress. I absolutely love her outfit. Who pointed that out? Was it Dingo who pointed it out?
Yeah.
Dingo, you pointed that out. That absolute amazing outfit.
With the right friends, with the right preparation, with the right support beside you.
An amazing.
That's great advice. Believe
Such
in
an
yourself,
amazing
practice
outfit.
hard. And there are a lot of people out here who believe in you as well. You said you were celebrating with your friends. Anyone you want to say hello or thank you to right now?
Well, if I'm gonna go name for name,
I'm
we're
winning.
gonna be here.
The Sada fit, yes.
Shout out to the.
It's you versus Anomaly.
I'm winning.
You got
Thank
him.
you so much. Thank you for your support and congratulations again, Luca, your world
You got him. You won,
champion.
babe. Or no.
Now don't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
you did.
We have some trophies to give out.
You won.
But for now, back to you, casters.
Such a deserving champion. What a series. The entire day has been nothing short of fantastic. That was so back and forth, Gabby.
It really was, and you could tell that both these trainers were just leaning in on those predictions for that end game. That was such
All
an
right.
exciting match.
We need these closing ceremonies to start. Hurry up and get their trophies handed out.
By Luca and his Maridon.
Thoughts, guys, because honestly, I was out in the crowd for that, and everyone just losing it when Luca won.
Yeah, it was just absolutely incredible. So happy for Luca after seeing him kind of progress through this season, the top 8 EUIC, getting so close in the Bologna special event, and then coming into this event and just having an absolute amazing shot.
I heard my name. What happened? You were fighting Mrs. Cap at the end there.
Times it looked like
Can I have
he
some of
was
those
back
pretzels, please?
against the wall, and
I'm
wasn't really
so
way
hungry
out,
right
but
now.
really just
Praying for a
staying
Legend C-Day trailer. Me too. I didn't need the whole bag, babe. I just needed a
I'm
couple
really
of
happy
pretzels.
that we got a game 3, right? That's I feel like as casters, that's our big wish we're always hoping for is to get to that pivotal game 3. But between both of them, we saw the fast modes, slow modes. It's very fitting that Maridon wins its first World Championship in the Scarlet and Violet era that it's eligible for. So I think Maridon was the real.
Yeah, I think Maridon was
call this
definitely
weekend that players got rewarded
the
for,
talk.
and got rewarded in the Masters division as well.
Not even just the medical for this weekend, but from the get-go, the second we had Regulation G, trainers were on this Pokemon from the start, electrifying win at the very first regional. It hasn't really slowed up from there. There was definitely good contenders along the way. A trainer almost did vie for the title, and even throughout the different championship matches that we got to see a variety of strict.
Capitan, I get that, but I just don't think they're going to announce it.
Well, had a fantastic show.
So now is the time to announce a Maridon giveaway, or giveaway, right? Now is the time more than ever. The hype is there. Maridon won it.
There's a lot of opportunities for innovation, and we saw a lot of unique Pokemon picks, such as that Iron Valiant, such as Iron Treads from our juniors match, Joe, to try and capitalize on the fact that Maridon was going to be one of the more powerful ones here.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple of quirky Pokemon across the board because I never expected when we were looking at regulation.
Yeah, I love the Slitherwing plushie and I love the Sprigatito.
Absolutely fantastic and putting up a really good
I want a
showing.
Hershey
To
Poo
make a
giveaway.
run
Me too.
Pokemon that maybe people didn't necessarily expect to and make it to the finals is nothing short of amazing. But Luca did such a good job in kind of weathering that and coming out on top and just really good positioning in the Iron Valiant with the Spirit Break, especially in that end game. I mean, didn't really get to do too much.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was just Luca able to kind of preserve the Ogapon at the very end when it really mattered to have that full on me.
I want a full-size Snorlax plush. You mean like a life-size one? Because that would be massive. I picked Sprigatito as my starter, so I sorely badly want a grass cat plush. Me too. Bulbasaur used to be my favorite starter of all time, and Sprigatito has stolen that title from him.
And the opponents that he's had just from that top 8, not to mention everything from the entire weekend.
Yeah, and I do think big credit to, I think Lee pointed out the thematics of having 11 years later. And
look at the standings. Look at all the different Pokemon in there.
Japanese finalists. It's very poetic.
Couple Whimsicots.
It really, really was. I mean, I love these photos. I just have to say that from the game.
So many Miraidons.
But I mean, even when we're looking at kind of the trends and kind of like what's thematic and stuff, Joe Brown, I know that you're always about those fun facts and those stats.
I am a big fan
Fennekin and Sprigatito are my favorites. They're such cuties. I agree. Both of them are very cute. Sprigatito's got it for me, though.
Division every single year, so we go back counting from 2009. And Utah, unfortunately, did not get Amoonguss that 4th victory. So Amoonguss is still tied at 3 for the most world championships.
Shame Koraidon didn't have a better showing. Yeah, did anybody in the top 8 have Koraidon? I don't think.
Other fun facts: Whimsicott, 2nd world championship here for Luca.
No, but there's Chen Pao. Chen Pao made the top 8.
2 for 2 on Shohei's team and Luca's team there. Urshifu 2 out of 3 years, and now Farigarav getting some.
Somebody had Tatsugiri.
A little proud in the crowd, moving from finalist last year to now world champion.
Just stab myself in the lip with this little pretzel.
Someone that maybe next year, because these runs back to back have been a saint. But for those individuals on that list, not everyone can take that championship title.
Wow, look how much money they made.
Change in your pocket to make sure that you can make the trip out to next year's World.
Yeah, not only do you get your invite as
that little 8-year-old made $20,000.
I mean, I don't know about y'all. I know we don't.
That little kid made 20 grand.
But I would hope that the prize money would be enough to afford a very extravagant trip to wherever Worlds will be next year.
Hey, you can get some plushies. You can get yourself a nice dinner with your friends after this weekend. Enjoy your time.
Yeah, Luke was buying tonight.
Yeah, it's a good day to be friends with Luke, everyone. But there's so
Bro, the kid is making more money than me. Gold, I know, dude, for real.
Absolutely great, but
like,
being able to be a world
he earned it though.
After this weekend, getting that trophy.
Give that kid credit, man.
For sure, for sure. And what some great memories as well. I mean, we've seen this throughout all of the video game championship finalists and champions, with all the family there supporting them, all their friends supporting them. I mean, what a moment for these trainers.
It's fantastic. I mean, even Luca was saying, like, this moment of jumping off the stage. I mean, very cheered him.
Yeah, the parents forced that kid to play for a quick cash grab.
When you think back to the
championships, don't say that. That makes me sad.
Jump into the crowd and you've got all of their friends and family around.
Yeah, it's really cute, isn't it?
It's just a magical moment, and you know this one is going to be immortalized now. Luca is the 2024.
Love the way Slitherwing stands up to fight. Me too.
Happy for him, and
I love Slitherwing.
Around him, supporting him throughout the tournament.
Yeah, I think nobody's going to forget him jumping off stage with the fire going off. Very, very iconic, similar to Sejun's spin move, right? Everybody remembers that from his victory. And,
oh, look at the little Totodile up there. J-Man would love that.
Not only was this a big win for him, but for his community, for his friends, really, you know, appreciating, being happy with himself.
He's seen some stuff.
People that have helped get him to this position as champion.
Definitely one of my favorite moments, if not the top favorite.
Oh, look at the Ninetales plushie right in front of the right in front of the plant. You'll see, and right next to Flake Coco. There's a little tiny Ninetales plushie.
Every facet of the Pokemon World Championships, because we only get to cover a little bit of what's here in Hawaii, but it has been a great
I think the past is definitely the better one.
For today, though, because of course we have our trophy.
Marshtomp looks like it trusted a fart and it betrayed him.
Wow, Championship Sunday really has been something to remember. You all came to watch the show. None of our trainers went down without a fight.
Here's our trophies.
I want to say,
and let's get to the closing ceremony.
Who played at events this year, locals, regionals, internationals, and of course at Worlds. You are the reason that we're seeing such high caliber professional play here at Pokemon. So give yourselves a round of applause. Now we have some champions to crown. Please first give warm congratulations to your junior finalist, Tatsuomi Shimanuki!
Tatsumi, that's it. That's it, buddy. Enjoy that payday, bud. Look how tiny you are. That Pikachu could body slam you. Logan, I don't choose them. I can set up filters to look for them, but they are completely random. I don't do any injections.
And now, let's hear it for our video game junior champion, Kevin.
Shut up, Kevin. No, good job, Kevin. One Thunderbolt, that kid's in the ER. That dude in the Pikachu costume is looking at like $100,000 in prize money in front of him, and he's making like $10 an hour. He's like, F these people. Musco. I'm not done with those. I wasn't done with those. Are you eating them now? Then give them back here.
Next up, our video game senior champion.
Eat as many as I want. He's like Pikachu about to be Pikachu. Shut up, Kevin. Anomaly, I can look for a nice type, yeah. Cap of the meanest and most vile. Shut up, Kevin. That is true, Kyle.
And now for our Masters division. Your video game Masters finalist is Yuta Ishigaki.
What if one of them just grabs the chair on the way up and like dives, swings a steel chair at Pikachu's head? That's how you make an impression at Worlds.
And finally, your video game Masters champion.
Yeah, right, Hellblade. Shut up, Kevin. You killed Kyle again. Little kids like how Ash and Pikachu were in the beginning with Pikachu almost killed Ash. Basically, the kid is Ash and he just got thunderbolted and he's probably dead. It's Hershey Poo with the steel chair. Oh my god, it's Hershey Poo!
And now one big final round of applause to these top trainers of the Pokemon 2024 World Championship!
Alright guys, we're getting close.
We reset the stage for closing ceremony.
In one of the early episodes, a guy points a gun at Ash and Brock and just the background completely unfazed.
Don't go anywhere because
what?
Ceremonies will be starting.
I said steel beam, not steel chair.
Special announcements.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
All right, there you you have it. Our champions have been
Talking about special announcement.
The World Championships has almost come to a close. They are preparing for an amazing closing ceremony up on the big stage with some announcements that you are not going to want to miss. I know they are really good because they refuse to tell me what they are. Hi, everybody. I am Jake, aka Spraggles, your resident content cowboy here. I am joined by Scott, Ross, and Butters. We're going to be talking about Unite, TCG, VGC, and Pokemon Go. Everything that happened this weekend while we get ready for those big announcements. Why don't we talk a little bit about VGC?
Hey, everyone probably just enjoyed a great show there. I don't know if we've ever had a better championship Sunday in the video game. Sometimes we get some strange matches when players get a full night to prepare. One side has a little advantage over another. Not the case at all this time. We went to 3 games in every set. Very much in doubt toward the end. Shout outs to our junior division world champion with a 5th place international championship, followed up by 2 firsts and winning worlds. Almost won every big tournament in that division. Senior division match, super close. Maybe a Draco Meteor connection away from a championship. And in that Masters Division final we just watched, so close toward the end there. Iron Valiant, valiantly
everybody
coming
in the
up with a
Discord.
runner-up finish and just an excellent
Let
win
them
there.
know
by
the
Luka.
announcements are
Unfortunately,
closing in on
just
us.
unable to break the curse of
Is the
Japan.
volume okay for you guys now?
Ever winning on odd number years.
That is one of my favorite weird facts that we have about it, but somehow it still reigns true. Tell me a little bit about TCG.
Well, in TCG, up until now, we did have a nice little pattern where every 6 Worlds tournaments, Japan gets the win. We had a Japanese player in the final. Unfortunately, Shinosuke was unable to take the win here. What we had instead was Fernando Cifuentes' Iron Thorns deck, which a lot of people were not taking seriously coming in. Bit of a meme deck, bit of a joke deck. It's not got the best matchups. Matchup roulette is a phrase you'll hear a lot with it. And actually, if you can get all the way through the World Championships to the final and win, you've probably got pretty much good matchups across the board. Fernando proved everybody wrong. And Red Drago coming in, that's the deck to beat. 4 of them in Top Cut, didn't even get to the final.
Wow, amazing. Tell me about Pokemon Go. I know there's a lot to talk about, not just what happened with the championships, but there's more information that you guys revealed.
Oh yeah, I'm buzzing right now. This is the best day to be a Pokemon fan of the entire year, in my opinion. Actually, scratch that. Best 24 hours for Unite to be a part of that as well, because those sounded epic. And on our side, we had a trainer literally go from 0 wins in 2023 to the hero of 2024 and become the world champion. That is Yakai right there, our first ever APAC region Pokemon Go champion, and then Inadequate. He is one of the most consistent trainers in Championship Series, but he's also probably the most talented team builder and team composition reader there is. He is able to read the opponent like I have never seen. Unfortunately, Yakai was the only trainer that he was unable to read, and Yakai was able to 3-1 him today. Martel Galde also put on an amazing performance with Whimsicott. I know we saw that in the VGC, but you don't see that much in Pokemon Go, so that was pretty epic. Lurgan Rocket, Out of Pocket, our North American International Champion, PvP David, and Rocha Babyface. We had an awesome championship Sunday.
I gotta ask, they had never won before and they won the entire thing. That's amazing.
Yes, I mean, they qualified 2 years in a row. So they had to qualify through the APAC qualifier. So they did do well in that. But in last year's Worlds, they went 0-2 and 0-4. They didn't win a single game. And this time, they didn't drop a single match. Going all the way through the winner's side of the bracket, Inadequate was unable to reset the bracket. So literally 0 to hero. It is an amazing Pokemon journey.
That is
incredible. I've been leaving the subtitles on
like
because they're cracking me up.
You know what? I think I can't, actually.
Dude, we had
Pokemon
them
Unite
calling
was
Urshifu
absolutely
Hershey-fu.
insane. We had another sort of number streak that was broken. We have only had a victor from North America. Both of our world championships were won by Luminosity. This year, day 1, the former world champs knocked out of the tournament. Early in the day, we found out that we would not have a 3P champion on our hands. In fact, it was going to have to be a region that had never made it to a grand finals before, which was pretty exciting. There were a few regions everyone had their eyes on. One was Japan. They have looked insane all year. It feels like Unite is exploding in Japan. The players are getting incredible, and Fennel was a team to look out for. We also also had this early team, Fusion,
wow,
the first
T-Rex,
team to
qualify
through Worlds the entire year. They were the team to beat. Fusion starts making their way through the tournament, and then they end up getting knocked out by the underdog team, the dark horse, the team that so many people counted out. Sora Tigers Gaming from Korea. They make their way all the way through the bracket.
How would anyone know if anything's legit by surprise trade? There's really no way to tell.
Japan
what up,
put on
Tera?
an
How's it
insane
going?
performance. Just like our last two World Championships in dominant fashion, they won 3-0 against their opponents. They didn't end it with a period, but with an exclamation point. They are the world champions without a doubt.
Okay.
It was an amazing weekend,
but I assume it's
a
better
new
nowadays.
region on top.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like the
champs,
pay to
not
win
even in day two. It was very
in Pokemon Go, we had the same thing. Our former world champion got knocked out in day one. How did your guys' world champions do throughout this tournament?
Yeah. We had a bunch of world champions that we were tracking throughout the weekend. Tord Reklev was 1 match point away from making it into the top cut. Diego Casarraga, your 2017 champion, was
until I run out
close
of the
to
announcement
Kelly in day two. We had a bunch
I was watching
of
a video
world
for another
champions
game
having
and
good
closed
runs.
caption
They
said
all
Dragon
fell
Knight
a little short. But I got to ask you a
instead of
question,
Dragon Knight, which made me chuckle.
This is
That's
the
funny.
question. You know what the question's going to be?
I do,
yeah. No
Did
item, no
we
website
have any
name, no
Mammoth
ribbons, no
Wine
marks.
on
That's
stream
really
this
the only
weekend
way to know.
on your night?
So last year this question was asked. I said, no, of course not. Mammoth Swine is not good enough.
2 minutes,
this
guys.
year, Mammoth Swine won the world championship.
Every time I looked at the screen, every single time, I see Mammoth Swine, my boy, plodding along. I saw Night Mammoth Swine. I saw Christmas hat Mammoth Swine.
That's right, yeah.
I saw the Mammoth Swine that looks exactly like me with a hoodie and headphones and a baseball cap. Oh, made my day, that did.
Hey,
TCG was good.
Sneasel,
but I
nice.
some Mammoth Swine.
Another 0 to hero for Mammoth
Swine,
right? Didn't win any games last year.
This
This year wins the entire thing.
That's right. Mammoth Swine, a Pokemon that everyone has loved in Unite, never found its place in the meta, and now all of a sudden is the biggest thing. And I really do think it's because of your question.
1.5 minutes, guys.
I think people were watching and they went, there will be next year, Ross.
Yes, absolutely. Tell me a little bit. What happened with the champs?
I mean, we had a wide variety of champions. We're just throwing them at the bracket as quickly as we could. Every world champion who played on the stream in day one lost, so maybe we were the problem with the stream. We needed to stop showing them. We did have both our reigning world champion and well as a former world champion in Wolf Glick make it to the top 32 of the tournament. Both of them lost that round, and that was kind of a story of the tournament. I think a lot of our big names, our tournament favorites, really struggled, and it created a window for a lot of fun new players. Despite the big names not doing so well, I think the quality of play has really never been higher. So I think everyone's probably looking at this tournament thinking, oh man, I'm really going to have to work next year if I want to compete with these guys.
Amazing. I would love to talk with you boys about Mammoth Swine all night long, but we have the closing ceremony
Here we go, guys.
ready up on the big stage. Take it away.
All right, guys, I'm going to be muting my mic. What?
I won.
Oh, you won again?
I won again.
I will be muting my mic during the closing ceremony, guys. I will still be on cam, so you'll see my face react, but 4, 3. I'll talk to you guys after this.
Hello, Pokemon fans and trainers. Have you had a good weekend? I thought so. Thank you all for being part of Pokemon Worlds 2024. Many years at Worlds, as you know, we like to preview the latest and greatest to come to the Pokemon universe, and this year is no different. But before we discuss the future, let's take a moment to look back on this weekend.
Shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. Your light will never fade away. Shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. The world will never be the same. You started at the bottom and you worked your way. You showed them you were awesome and you won stay, striving for the top spot. No room for mistakes, yeah. You showed us the way. You showed us how to train up, how to pass the test, how to make your mark, be the very best. And when the lights are up and the pressure's on, how to push and push till you're the only one. Making friends all along the way. Memories always here to stay. And that's why we say, shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. The world will never be the same. Now we have our champions. They've joined the best. To every single trainer, we give our respect. We all have a story. We passed the test. Yeah. We become legends. We learned how to train up, how to break the mold, how to build our team, how to win the gold. And when the lights are up and the pressure's on, how to push and push till you're the only one. Finally show the world today. Legends are always here to stay. That's why we say, shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. Your light will never fade away. Shout out to all the ones who came before. You showed the way, you opened up the door. Now we stand among legends and shout your names. The world will never be the same. Never be the same. So here's to you, here's to you. Oh, the ones who came before. And all I know. So here's to you, here's to you, the ones who came before.
What an event! The memories from this weekend will be treasured. I know I personally am so proud to be part of this with all of you. Now, we have some news and updates to share. To present those, please welcome to the stage the president and CEO of the Pokemon Company, Mr. Tsunekazu Ishihara!
「観戦してくださった皆さん本当にありがとうございます。そして新しい世界チャンピオンになられた皆さん、心からおめでとうございます。
Thank you everyone for tuning in and congratulations to all of our new world champions.
今年の世界大会は格別なイベントとなりました。皆さんの温かいご支援に感謝いたします。
This has been one of our best events to date, and I am thankful to all of you for your warm support.
また今年の世界大会の成功にご尽力くださったボランティアの方々、大会スタッフの皆さんに感謝します。
And thank you to all of the staff and volunteers who worked so hard to make this event a big success.
それではこれからポケモンの最新情報をいくつかお伝えしましょう。
Now, I would like to share some of the latest news for our Pokemon games.
ポケモン GO は先日8周年を迎えました。
Pokemon Go recently celebrated its 8th anniversary.
その間、より豊かなゲームに成長していくのを私は 目の当たりにしてきました。地元の公園で友達と一緒にレイドを楽しむ遊びから最高レベルの競技プレイまで誰もが楽しめる幅広いゲームになりました。そんなポケモン GO に新機能がまだまだ追加されます。
It has been exciting for me to see how full and rich the game has become, with something for everyone, from friends raiding together in local parks to the highest tiers of competitive play. And there are still many more new features to come.
では予告をご覧ください。
Here is a preview.
モルペコがポケモン GO に登場します。スペシャルアタックを使ってバトル中に姿を変えることができます。
So Morpeko is coming to Pokemon Go, and it will have the ability to change its form within a battle using a charged attack.
ポケモン GO のバトル環境にどう影響するのか楽しみです。
We're very excited to see how it may affect the Pokemon Go's competitive environment.
さらにポケモン GO の世界に新たに巨大な新機能が加わります。近日中に公開される続報をお楽しみに。
Additionally, you can look forward to something gigantic coming to the world of Pokemon Go. Please stay tuned for more details soon.
ポケモンユナイトは3周年を迎えました。
Pokemon Unite recently celebrated its 3rd anniversary.
そして現在アクティブで情熱的なコミュニティが築かれていることに感謝の気持ちでいっぱいです。その証が昨日の決勝戦にも現れていました。一昨日に発表された500点選手の新モードは今後の戦いに大きな影響を与えるかもしれません。
I'm thankful that we have such an active and passionate community, and the World Finals match yesterday was truly a testament to their spirit. And the new 500-point mode that was revealed the other day may have a role in future competitions.
さて、ポケモンユナイトの最新映像はこちらです。
Here's the sneak peek at the next updates for Pokemon Unite.
グレンアルマー、ダークライ、コダックが参戦します。近日中公開される続報をお待ちください。
Armor Rouge, Darkrai, and Psyduck are preparing to dive into the action. More information will be coming your way in the near future. Please stay tuned.
次に今年リリースされるポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットの最新映像をご紹介します。
And now, please take a look at this new trailer for this year's upcoming title, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
1996年の発売以来、世界中で楽しまれているのがポケモンカードを集めることです。手軽にポケモンカードをコレクションする楽しさを新たなデジタルフォーマットでお届けするのがポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットです。
Players all over the world have been enjoying collecting Pokemon cards since their debut in 1996. Now, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket lets you easily collect Pokemon cards in a new digital format.
本日からアップストアと Google プレイで事前登録ができるようになりました。この秋、皆さんにポケモントレーディングカードゲームポケットを遊んでもらえるのを楽しみにしています。
Trainers can pre-register now via the App Store and Google Play, and we're so excited for you to have the opportunity to play Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket this fall.
続いてはポケモンカードゲームの最新情報をお知らせしたいと思います。
Next, we'd like to share some news about the Pokemon Trading Card Game.
こちらの映像をご覧ください。
So please have a look at this video.
トレーナーのポケモンの登場でさらなる盛り上がりを見せるポケモンカードゲームをお楽しみに。
We hope you look forward to the excitement that the introduction of trainers Pokemon will bring to the Pokemon trading card game.
このルールでの世界大会2024はここに幕を閉じますが、今後の世界大会を見据えたいと思います。次の世界大会の開催地を見てみましょう。
Now we're about to close out our event here in Honolulu. I would like to take a look at the future of the Pokemon World Championships. Let's see where we're going next.
ポケモンをいつも応援していただき本当にありがとうございます。
Thank you. Thank you everyone for always supporting Pokemon.
それでは皆さん、来年もまたお会いしましょう。
And I look forward to seeing you all next year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ishihara! As the 2024 Pokemon World Championships draw to a close, we leave more fulfilled and inspired than ever before.
Nosy
We crowned new world champions and made new friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. The future of Pokemon shines bright, with the 2025 season coming up quickly on the horizon. A heartfelt thank you to our gracious hosts in Hawaii for the unforgettable weekend. Thank you all for your unwavering support of Pokemon. Until next time, trainers, stay strong, stay passionate, and we'll see you in the next chapter of our incredible journey. Bye for now.
Wow. Just wow.
Like everybody's getting out of there now.
That was disappointing. Glad I stayed streaming for a couple hours. Well, guys, I'm sorry. Believe you me, I hung out here with you guys for 4 hours, and they disappointed me too. I'm right there with you guys. It was a waste of time. Well, I guess there's not. I was hoping we'd have something to discuss for after this, but I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully, that's ridiculous. I'm literally blown away by their lack. So disappointed, but well, guys, tomorrow night is Mrs. Cap Takeover. We have someone to blame. Hashtag blame Miss Cap.
Hey! Miss Cap was over here saying, what the F?
Planet Ed, I will definitely, I can promise you, I'm going to do everything I can to be at Roll 25. I've always wanted to go out there anyways, because it's literally in Anaheim where Disneyland is. There's zero reason for me to not. But, well, guys, it's late. I got to work in the morning, too. I'm with you guys. I got to be up in 7 hours, so I guess we will talk tomorrow night. Absolutely ridiculous, but at least we got to see Purple Cat. At least we got to see Purple Cat. No, it's Drogo's fault. Yeah, it is, Dingo. You're right. But all right, guys, we're gonna finish up there. We got to see Purple Cat, though. We'll take the win.
Someone's saying it could be after the credits.
Everybody have an awesome night. Good night, guys. What an absolute